So we got a fun one for today. So first off, I cannot see the top of my head.
This is going really well so far.
That's better. Anyways, first off, we have a bunch of nano coasters from Coaster Dynamics that we are going to be putting together on this live stream. So we have Olympia Looping over here that Sarah's working on, and then Dueling Dragons right here that needs to be punched out. This one is huge.
Well, the Olympia Looping was supposed to be a Christmas gift for Taylor because it was his 900th roller coaster, and well, it came in the mail and he saw it.
So
it wasn't really a present anymore. It's just a thing.
But you know, we have a bunch of nano coasters as we collect some from all of our travels.
Oh, I can show off some of the ones.
Yeah, we have some over here, and Eric donated $20. Thank you so much. That was really nice of you. So
thank you. There you go. You got the best Woody in the world right there. El Toro. They knew what it was when I said best Woody in the world.
Okay, listen.
We've got this one back here. It's Joyzy Devil. As you can tell, there's a little bit of bias here. Then there's a bunch more in our room, but I'm gonna... Oh wait, here's one more. We've got little tiny Busch Gardens... Move, Rufus. Little tiny Busch Gardens Tampa. So awesome.
I cannot figure out this. Bryant, I know you're watching. Text Sarah how to do this chat thing.
All right.
I can't figure it out.
Anyway, hi guys. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We're still crooked. How are we this crooked? See, this is why we started a minute early, so that we could get all this.
Yes.
Get all this BS.
Welcome to the behind the scenes of us trying to figure crap out all the time.
Did I uncrooked it, or did I make it worse? I think I made it worse. No. Actually, I fixed it.
No, that's good.
We're good. We're good. I'm not gonna. All right, I'm done touching it. We just wanted to make sure that you guys can see the desk, so that you can see exactly what we're working on.
Also, welcome to the Coaster Studio number 2.
Dose. So you might notice some similarities, a couple differences. This is how we roll poster is still front and center, but right behind me we have Velocicoaster. This is a fantastic print from our friends at Pursuit of Thrills. And then this is a Ride to Happiness poster that was done by the lovely Gabby Gomez, our friend, who is a very talented graphic design artist, and that was a actual birthday present for Sarah.
It was. I love it.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
So we put that right up there, and then over there it's a little bit. I don't think the camera can actually pick it up, but we have some parkscapes and stuff right behind me. This is actually a full 3D printed aero car that was a gift for me by a fan at IAAPA. We were like walking the show floor, and because like IAAPA was like 2 days maybe after my birthday, and so he's like walking around with some like 3D printed stuff, and he's like, "Happy birthday! Here's an aero car," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome!" So what we did was we painted it because it was like different colors before, so we painted it to look like Loch Ness Monster. So it looks super good. So that's right there, and then right here we have an RMC candle holder or cup holder.
It's a candle.
Whatever. You put candy in it. Fred Grubb signed it in 2020.
And this is a cool little model I found online. This guy like 3D prints these, and you can customize it like what colors you want. And like I wanted Raptor because Raptor has the coolest colors ever.
Yes, yeah. So it looks very nice. So I already see a question. Someone asked, why do we have a new studio? So the old studio that you saw in a bunch of videos is still there. This is actually in a completely different state as the other one because it's no secret we go back and forth between a lot of different locations, and so the idea was that we wanted to be able to have a studio no matter where we were. So,
correct.
Like for instance, you guys have probably seen a couple like reaction videos from some announcements at a couple parks that were done from a couch. So
the couch is right there.
Yeah, in past live streams we've actually done from a couch. Well, that was a little
unprofessional.
Yeah, so we decided to make a studio space. So all future live streams will either be done from the other studio or this studio, as well as no more initial reaction videos from a couch. So it's all
R.I.P. the couch. Oh
yes.
God, it's stuck on my shirt.
But getting back to Coaster Dynamics, this is pretty cool. So we actually, as part of watching Coaster Studios, have an exclusive code for you guys if you are interested in getting a Coaster Dynamics model or a wood coaster cutout, because we're great friends with those guys, and this is not the first nano coaster we've actually built on a live stream, and so we got in touch with them and actually worked out a pretty sweet deal. So if you guys use the code Coaster Studios in all caps, no spaces, you will get 15% off a nano coaster or a wood coaster cutout on
pretty good
on their
discount, I
site.
won't
Well,
lie.
that's pretty good. So I'm gonna put it in
I
the
kind
chat
of wish
right
that
now.
I had that when I bought this. The code didn't exist yet, so I just paid full price, but that's okay. No worries there.
I'm just putting this on in the chat so you guys can see it.
Yeah, definitely check out their website, though. They have so many cool ones. I think they have one of Volcano, even. That one's really awesome. I think we're getting that one in the mail soon. I will warn you, though, these do become quite the addiction once you start. We have way, way, way too many of them.
We do. We're running out of space. Train donated $5 and asked, "Do you like the band AJR?" We do. We actually saw them in concert last year.
Weak, and what's wrong with
Is that your favorite song by them? Because that was the follow-up question.
No, honestly, I'm vibing with Christmas in June right now.
That one's really good. I don't know what my favorite is by them. I love their latest album. Is so good.
Is that OK Orchestra?
That's OK Orchestra. Oh man, I don't know.
Crazy guys, we have interests other than roller coasters.
I know. I don't think I
feel like
have-
we never talk about them.
I don't think I have a favorite song by them, but I love a lot. I love Don't Throw Out My Legos. Weak is amazing. Ordinary People is so good. Bummerland is so good.
Are you just naming every song that comes to mind?
Well, I mean, listen. They're all really good.
They've been reduced to a TikTok band now. Because of that
People are
one,
just like-
World's Smallest Violin. Everyone's like, oh, I knew that song from TikTok. I'm like, ugh.
I'll glow up into smithereens and symphony.
Alright, I got this.
Well,
Someone's got to do the talking. I can't talk and
you
work.
can't
at the
talk
same
and
time.
work at the same time.
No, I told you that already.
These are very. This one's actually pretty small. You can see, like in comparison to Dueling Dragons, like for scale, you can see the size difference here. But I really like the loops that they have. These are fun. So we're gonna go for about an hour and a half on this stream, and we're going to be taking questions. We'll interact with you guys as well as talk to you about some of our latest stuff that we got going on, because actually a lot has happened since our last live stream. We announced a really big trip. We're going to Australia
Yes.
next month, which is crazy. Super excited for that. We're doing a bunch of parks, so we'll go into a little bit more detail about some of the stuff that we're doing, and we have a couple things coming up that we're
We got a
going
lot
to be
of
announcing.
things that are. I'm making so much noise. I'm so sorry.
It happens. No, it
These aren't
happens.
the most quiet arts and crafts projects,
No, they are not. But
but they're really fun. All
But-
you need is a pair of nail clippers, really.
yeah, you need nail clippers
And patience.
Patience, definitely patience. Yeah, I'll let you figure that one out. Let's see. What do we got as far as good questions? Anything that you guys want to ask? So, do you guys have any plans to make it out to Abu Dhabi and Ferrari World now that Mission Ferrari is open?
We don't have plans.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that we have direct plans, but it is definitely something that is on our radar.
Yeah, that sounded like I was like, oh, we're not going. No, we will. It's just like one thing at a time.
Yes. Yeah, it was funny because
Oh, I think we missed the.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna get to that one. Yeah. So when we announced our Australia trip, one of the things that we mentioned was that we wanted to wait on doing the Emirates until that big SeaWorld park is open. And I'm pretty sure that's opening later this year.
So is that actual
Or something?
SeaWorld?
I believe that's SeaWorld Entertainment. Like, we're
Alright.
going to see Space World.
I had no idea until about 2 days ago that was not a SeaWorld park.
Yeah, that is like actually a standalone park. They are not owned by SeaWorld Entertainment.
I had
So-
literally no idea. I was like, we're going to another SeaWorld. I wonder if I could use my pass. No, it's not SeaWorld. Although I do think it'd be kind of funny. I might just show up and like hold it out and be like, does this work here?
Yeah. So that I think that's the next goal. That's another place that is better to go in like the winter time. So I could see us doing that next winter sometime after that, you know, like that would be a really good one. That's not exactly a trip you do during the summer, which is why we're doing Australia this time. It's funny because I told you this. If you had like asked me like realistically, where do you think you're gonna go to first, Australia or the Emirates? I would have said the Emirates. I'd not.
But I'm pushy, so.
I mean, I was not mad at all.
All right, we should answer something so we're getting backed up.
Leo donated $5 and said, "Hey, so I was riding in Credit Coaster for the first time and it broke down halfway through the ride before the bunny hills. Does it count as a credit?"
Nope. Gotta do the whole ride.
Do you do half a credit?
That's not a thing. Also, we skipped.
I don't know. First time I rode lightning rod, it broke down. I got 1/16 of a credit. We rolled back. Kopitar11 donated $2 and says, "Should I name my dog Robin Barkles or Robin Waggers?"
Definitely Robin Barkles.
Yeah, but both are really clever.
They're really good.
I really like both of them. An excellent How I Met Your Mother reference.
We love that.
Next Level of Virgo donated $5 and says, "What do you think of the lack of attention Six Flags gives to a lot of their parks? Yet they're raising prices."
It's criminal.
You brought up an amazing point that they are raising prices,
but doing nothing to make it worth it.
Nothing. You can't just raise prices and expect people to still want to show up when you haven't done anything to earn that price jump. So that's why if you looked, Six Flags kind of backtracked. They're like, oh, maybe actually that was a bad idea. And you should do things gradually, not all at once. They were trying to become
Disney overnight.
Or even SeaWorld. SeaWorld is kind of like a middle tier pricing in terms of their... They're more expensive than Six Flags, but they're less expensive than Disney. And obviously, they started to backpedal a little bit. So,
speaking of Disney, Splash Mountain is splashing for its last time tonight.
Yeah, tonight is the last day that you can ride Splash Mountain at
Walt Disney World. We got our ride in on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I won't lie, I definitely shed a tear or two.
We are pass holders at Walt Disney World, but we cannot get in on the weekends. Which is fine by me. I don't want to go on the weekends anyways.
There's like a 4-hour line today anyway. I was like, nah.
It's so bad. Yeah, so we did it 2 days ago, which was still long, but it wasn't anywhere near as long as today.
Correct.
So, yeah, that is a absolute crazy thing to see, that people are actually waiting that long for that.
I'm not going to lie. I actually, for a minute there, didn't think they were actually going to do the retheme after COVID.
Oh, you thought that they were going to
I thought they might scrap it. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see how it turns out. But, like, for a minute there, I thought they were going to cancel it like they did with, like, the Mary Poppins thing and everything.
Yeah, what happened to the Mary Poppins thing?
They canceled it because of COVID.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Rest in peace, Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Have a zippity-doo-dah day.
You know, we always crap on Disney for their lightning lanes, but with a line that long, I think that would actually be worth
the reason it's that long is because of lightning lane.
I know, but if you're gonna pay.
Oh, I finished! Yay!
Excellent, cool. We can throw these away. You always got to be careful with these sheets of metal because they're very sharp.
Oof.
But look how long like some of these like stretches are. Olympia looping is such a twisted ride.
Nope. I almost walked away without cutting out the station.
Oh, the station's still there?
Yep.
Oh, can't throw that one out.
I'm back. I'm done screwed up. Let's get to some of these other.
Yeah, David donated $5 and said, "You guys hate my home park." He's coming for vengeance.
Oh my.
He says, "Oh no." He says, "Frankly, I agree." He agrees.
There you go. A sensible man.
He says, "So other than Cedar Point, what's the best nearby park to visit?" So if you're in Michigan,
what else is nearby?
Besides Cedar Point, what else? Probably Great America, right? Six Flags Great America?
Yeah, that one's like 2 hours.
Oh, I think it's a bit more. Because think about it. Think about the hand. Do the hand thing. You got to go like around, like, if you cut across the water, it would probably take 2 hours. But if you have to go all the way around to get to Chicago, just swim, guys.
Take a nice swim.
Yeah. I would say Six Flags Great America is probably your go-to. Whoa, we just got 100. Is that 100 euro or 100 Great British Pound? No, that's euros. That's euros. 100 euro donation from.
Thank you.
Walsworksburg. Try saying that.
That was terrible pronunciation.
I'm so sorry. Have a great trip down under, and thanks for coasting through Europe. I loved it.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
That is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. We will put that to good use. We will be using that in Australia, and you'll be able to see the content that we're going to be put through. No spoilers.
I'm going to hold a koala. I already prepaid it.
She's already spoiling stuff. And then a $5 donation from Tyler, a coaster enthusiast. He says, can you guys check Instagram? If you remember me, but I love you guys.
We love you too.
We try to get through all of our Instagram messages. We know that there's a lot of people trying to get in touch with us.
We would probably be, like, between the Coaster Studios account, my account, and, like, everything else.
All the different accounts on different platforms.
We would be on our phones all day, every day. So we gotta set some boundaries.
Yeah, so if you ever reach out to us and we don't respond, don't take it personally. It's like, we sort of have to pick and choose which messages we respond to. But thank you so much for your donation. We really appreciate it. And then Illumism donate $5 says, hey you two, not a question, but I purchased This Is How We Roll yesterday. I wanted to tell you it was amazing. I wish you more amazing success.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I see some person asking, what is This How We Roll? So this poster right here is for a film that we made and released in 2021. It is a full-length documentary about Rocky Mountain construction. So if you want to know how that company came to be, all the different rides they've created, you want to just learn something, but it's like even more so besides the nerdy facts behind it, it's a great story. It's a story about a family, and that really shines through. We followed this family around for like 2 years. It
was a little creepy, but it was fun.
No, it was great. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. I think it's easily our biggest project we've ever done, and I think also probably our proudest work. It really turned out quite nice. So thank you to everyone who has given that a watch. And then State Line Thrills. Satellite Thrills. Remember that?
Yes. I'm so excited you guys are finally going to Florida. What ride are you most excited for? What?
I've never been to Orlando. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, so influenced by Jen. We're so excited. I personally can't wait to ride Woody Woodpecker.
Woody Woodpecker. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Tomorrow we're going to go ride Tron. That and Woody Woodpecker are the rides we're most excited to ride tomorrow.
Yes.
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
And then Tyler, coaster enthusiast, donated $5 and says, okay, thank you. And I'm literally crying because you guys are so kind. Thank you. No need to cry. You're not crying. We're just normal people. We're just two weirdos behind a camera.
As soon as you meet us in person, like you're like, oh, yeah, these are pretty normal peeps.
And then Dan donated $2 and says, construction trailer at Six Flags St. Louis, HH. Is that for their Halloween event, maybe?
Ooh, maybe.
HH. I literally lost the comment. Right. For a new entrance. Oh.
Interesting.
Wait, are they doing a new entrance there? Mm-hmm. That's news to me. Because they just redid the sign a couple of years ago when you enter Six Flags St. Louis. So it has the arch there, which is amazing. It looks so good. I wonder if they mean like the turnstiles or something like that. That would be cool. I like this phase that parks are taking to update their front entrances. Because a lot of them are just kind of outdated. Like the one I always throw under the bus is King's Dominion. I love that park. I love the entry area into like International Street, but I do not love the turnstiles. Like I think that old like castle looking thing is just really, really 70s. I actually do not think they've probably updated it since the park came out. Another one I always throw under the bus is Kings Island because it's just like, I know that there's a restaurant in there and that international restaurant is supposedly really nice, but the fact that their entrance is literally just this big brown, like essentially roof that they can put ads on, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't feel like it's very modern or sleek looking, especially when you look at some of the other amazing entrances that we've gotten from Cedar Fair like the past couple of years, Carowinds, Cedar Point, obviously, and Worlds of Fun. Those entrances are just... Worlds of Fun needed a new entrance more than any of those places. That was...
I completely lost track of what you're talking about.
Park entrances.
Oh, yeah.
Worlds of Fun had the worst park entrance I think I've ever seen at, like, a large, like, corporate park.
Can everyone see in my face that I'm having a hard time?
No one ever said that coaster dynamics were easy. They're definitely time consuming. Like we said, they definitely involve some patience. But
okay, I did the punching out. You build it. Oh my gosh.
All right, that's fine. No problemo.
I need to take a break from this for a sec.
You're good.
Let's just read stuff. Someone said take Sarah to Silver Dollar City. Yep.
Listen, guys, Zambezi Zinger is opening up next year, and that's in Missouri.
I've literally been like, I will pay for both of us. I don't care. Like, I'll do whatever I have to do. And
We're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna
wait to go. Someone said, do you like Kraken's new or old paint job better? Did you already answer that?
No.
I actually like the new one.
I agree.
I thought it was stupid at first, and now I like it better.
I think that the new colors look so good, and it makes so much sense because of Pipeline. Like, because of what they did with Pipeline, that was a must. Because it's too similar. It's too close in colors. They had to update it.
Someone by the name of Theme Park Daddy donated $2 and said, Taylor, say that you love Figment. I love you, Jen.
Listen.
How can you manage to be annoying no matter where in the world you are or where we are?
Listen, who is this again? Who commented that? Theme Park Daddy? What kind of username is that? Please explain. Actually, no, don't explain.
Please don't explain, Jen. Good.
Listen, I appreciate the donation. It will get put to good use, but
I'm literally gonna have him send it back to you.
I will not say this statement.
I'll have him Venmo you, Jen.
That's not fair. YouTube takes a cut of this.
Too bad.
We're not even making $2 off of this.
I don't care.
Make like $1.30 or something. I don't know.
I love Figment, Jen. I got you.
Figment is the worst thing in Disney. Figment sucks. I'm sorry. It had to be said. I saw a tweet the other day. It said, "You can only you have to." They stated like it's this really hard task. They said you have to remove 2 rides from Disney. What are they? And I'm like, I can only remove 2? Just saying.
Also, if you were curious, we can hear the fireworks from Magic Kingdom right now. Did you hear? Yeah, listen.
Oh, I did hear them. That's actually pretty sick.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
We don't even live that close to Magic Kingdom, but they're that enormous and that loud.
They are very loud. We did go to Magic Kingdom earlier this week and watch the fireworks and everything. That was fun.
Gen X donated $5. Said, question for both of you. What is your favorite water park that you've been to? Are any that you plan on visiting this year?
Ooh.
Favorite water park? I haven't been to that many of them, so
yeah,
it's hard to say.
I can't say that I've been to a bunch either. Like, I mean, honestly, I'd probably say Aquatica. But that's not coming from someone that like knows a lot about water parks or.
Oh, I just saw Brian's text. Hi, Brian.
What did you say? I've never actually done. I literally do not understand where that is.
We'll do it next time. The
comment section seems to be doing.
Yeah, everyone's pretty chill tonight.
Yeah, I think.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thanks everyone for
being good,
being relaxed. We've definitely seen more chaotic live streams than this one.
Exactly.
Maybe after the 10th anniversary, they gave up.
True.
But yeah, so we went to Magic Kingdom earlier this week. It was fun. We got to see Tron testing.
We didn't even answer the question.
What was the question?
About the water park.
Oh, no, I think Aquatica.
I think Aquatica too.
Yeah.
I want to go to Atlantis though.
But
we'll get to that later. Anyway.
That would be cool to go to Atlantis.
Someone asked me, 49ers or Cowboys? I actually have the game up on my phone right now. I was like, can't watch it on the television. Dallas is currently down. Honestly, I will never ever root for Dallas. I talked to my dad about this last night. I will never root for Dallas, but it would be really, really, really satisfying to get to the Super Bowl via beating Dallas. So, I'm okay if they win tonight, but I'm not rooting for them. I obviously want them to lose. But it would be, it would be a pretty fun game.
That would be
pretty fun win for us. Next up.
I would say the Eagles dominated last night. They just absolutely.
You hear that? He's watching football now. It's awesome.
They just it was like not even close.
I just realized Rufus is sound asleep on my feet. Hey, buddy. Okay, read that one. I can't see it.
Oh, Juniper donated $20. Thank you so much.
you.
Coasting through Europe truly made me so happy. Like every day seeing that series gave me more vicarious meaning than any movie I've ever seen or any song I've ever heard. It was so generous to bring us along like friends.
Aww.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much.
You know what? And honestly, that was kind of the purpose. Because, like, in a perfect world, we could just, like, round everybody
like,
up and
come.
be billionaires and pay for everyone to come on trips with us.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, I know everyone thinks we're, like, super rich, but we're not. We're just, you know, use all of our money on travel, and that's pretty much it. So this was, like, a really fun way to kind of invite you into, like, more of us, of our lives, and, you know... I don't know. Does that make sense?
No, it absolutely
kind of
does.
make you feel like part of the gang and, you know, see us in a different light, I guess.
Yeah.
Not just on roller coasters, but like exploring culture and trying different food and, you know.
And it's not done. There's still 2 more left.
I know. I was in the middle of working on the Grunneland video actually before we started. So.
Yeah,
But
and
we're getting
the
towards the
Grunneland
end.
one is actually really fun. We show kind of like Linnamaki. Like if you've seen the Linnamaki one, how I don't even think we got to Linnamaki until like 6 minutes in. And
No.
Grunneland, they opened at 4 o'clock, and so we had even more time beforehand to see some stuff. And so we did something really, really freaking cool before we went to Grunneland. You're editing the video right now. What do you mean we did?
Oh yeah, we did. Oh, the thing. Yeah, the thing. Okay.
Jeez Louise. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. And she's like, we saw something? I'm
no,
like...
and I literally said in the video, I remember, I literally said this is one of the coolest parts of the whole trip, and I just forgot. Anyway, let's forget that happened.
Absolutely terrible. Disgrace. Did you even go to Europe? Someone says, Cherry Coke sponsored? No, not a sponsor.
Sponsored by Cherry Coke and Starbucks that I bought 5 hours ago. Still never finished.
Jeez. I saw a question
If
about
anyone
Matt
was curious, it's an iced chai with vanilla sweet cream cold foam with white mocha in it.
Someone has a question for Matt. They want to take Matt on a date. Do we approve?
I don't know if we have that power.
Also, we don't know you, so it's kind of hard to say if we approve or not when we haven't. We don't.
We'll relay the message to Matt. How about that?
Someone wants to know why
I'll text him.
Why is Goliath at Magic Mountain closed? Aren't they doing some refurb on it? I think they're repainting it, aren't they?
Is that it?
Maybe. I know it's closed for
Oh,
something.
Mommy says howdy.
Howdy, Jackie.
Hi, Mom.
Can Cedar Point trade Millennium Force for i305? It doesn't really work that way. But that would be, i305 at Cedar Point would be crazy, but I would be very sad to downgrade
I go to King's Dominion way more often than Cedar Point, so...
I don't want to trade. I like i305.
Yes.
i305 stays.
Oh my gosh,
so some people are asking, what are we doing? So yeah, if you missed the beginning of the stream, so we are building some Coaster Dynamics nano coasters. So right here we have Olympia looping, and then we have a cutout for dueling dragons that we're gonna work on after we finish this one. So this one's a work in progress. If you're unfamiliar with nano coasters, that's exactly what it says. They're miniature roller coasters that you can put together, and they make for great display pieces. They're absolutely fantastic. And if you use the coupon code Coaster Studios in all caps, no space, you get 15% off any purchase of a nano coaster or a wood coaster cutout.
They make lovely decorations.
They really do.
Like
these things are awesome. Like we're not just sellouts here. Like actually,
well, here, I'll put one out on the table that's completed.
Yeah, the reason that we got this like coupon code for you guys is because we're such big fans. We want them to succeed in life.
I'm gonna use the coupon code to buy more.
Yeah. So
these.
here we have Jersey Devil.
Oh, you can't see them. You gotta put them back here
a little bit less, but further back.
There you go. You can see him.
There it is.
Also, Leo said we missed his super chat. What was it?
Wait, I thought we got a super chat from Leo. I thought we did.
I thought we answered it.
We missed a couple. Well, I see a couple. Let's see. Brian donated $5 and said he's loving the Coasting Through Europe vlogs and wants to know if we count racing coasters like Racer at Kings Island or Gemini Cedar Point as 1 or 2 credits.
It's technically like
I say 2.
Yeah,
there's 2 sides.
Like two roller coasters.
Two separate tracks.
2 tracks, but it's 1 roller coaster.
If you took Racer at Kings Island and split it down the middle, you could separate them and move one half to another park, and it would not impact.
I wonder if they'd ever do that. Just like here's one half of the dueling coaster, and here's one half over here.
Wait, that literally happened.
It did.
Yeah. Lightning Loops at Great Adventure. They sent one of the halves to Frontier City.
Okay. well, there you go.
Yeah,
There you have
they
it,
did
folks.
split one.
It has happened.
That's an interesting trivia question right there. Bryant, write that down. Write that down. Manatee Power, great username. Donate $5. It says, random rant. Carowinds had the rudest staff and visitors I've ever experienced at a park. What was your Carowinds experience? Interesting.
That is interesting. I mean,
I have not personally noticed.
I had very positive experiences.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, like, you have to remember that it's circumstantial. Like,
Yes.
think about, do you have a good day every day? Probably not. So, you know, if you're working at a park, you're bound to have a day where you're not doing too hot and you might come across not the best. You know, it's just part of being human. So, I don't know. I guess we've gotten lucky every time, and we've gotten everybody on a good day, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly been some instances that we've had where there's been some less than desirable staff encounters, I think. But I don't want to like call out any specific place because
Here, let's switch places so I can scroll through these.
Sure.
I think we're missing some.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to call out any specific place because it completely fluctuates. And I had an actually pretty interesting experience recently at a park where there was a staff member that it came off a little harsh. Like what they were saying to me was justified, but it was also it didn't feel like they were, I don't know, it could have been phrased better. And so it came off kind of rude. And
Okay.
so, but actually, when we came back to that ride later on, they came over and they recognized me and like apologized and was like, hey, like I came off a little harsh. I just want to say I'm sorry. And I was like really appreciative because like I have a lot of respect for people that do that. Like, because like he didn't need to do that at all. But he did. He took that extra step. And so I thought that was really cool.
Okay, I just want to catch up on some of these super chats.
Sure.
I don't want to miss any.
Yeah, of course.
Damn Dad's Beauty, nice. Donated $2. Now let's go on Dark Coaster together when it opens.
Ooh.
If we see you there, then sure, why not? Satellite Thrills is back and asks, how much for Taylor to sing the Figment theme song?
$1 million.
$1 million. I don't know. I'll try to catch him doing it one day and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you'll try and catch me.
I can message you. I got you.
Like you think that I would actually do that
Maybe.
in my life.
Let's see. Sorry, we're trying to catch up. Okay, we did that one. Oh my gosh. Dan BC donated $5. That I'd love so much to see a second channel that would let us see more of your travel and behind the scenes stuff. You could do rougher edits to save time. That is a great segue.
That is an excellent segue.
Of something we were actually going to bring up with you guys.
Yes.
So, would you like to tell them?
Yes, so we have two announcements that we're going to do on this live stream. So we'll do one of them right now and then we'll do the other one in a little bit. We are actually starting up a Patreon, which is
Feels a little overdue because I know a lot of, a
lot of channels have this, but there's a specific reason for this.
Yes.
So one of the people love coasting through Europe, which is great. We love the support, but one of the biggest complaints we got is that these videos are coming out so far after you guys went.
Yes.
That like it feels like the wait was too long and. There's a reason that they come out so late. It's because, as you have seen from the videos, they're like 30 minutes long. It's not just, a couple long takes, here and there. There's a lot of editing and stuff. So it takes time to put these together.
Mm-hmm.
And we also don't want to put out every episode back to back because then I feel like it would just be overkill. We've been sprinkling in them doing them every 2 days or 3 days or something like that so that we can put in our usual content.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't get oversaturated.
Exactly. And, doing these trips is obviously expensive, and we don't want to put out all of the small videos on YouTube. So we're like, okay, maybe we could start doing these smaller, quicker updates for the people who are the diehard, fans who would sign up for Patreon, who really care about that stuff. So instead of monetizing them on YouTube and having, ad revenue and all that stuff, we're like, okay, we'll just put a small, price wall behind it, so the people who are the most interested in it are the only ones that have access to it.
Right. So
and it'll help support the channel so we can do more stuff and put out more content, because the reality is a lot of people want videos of us outside of theme parks or quickly, and you have to remember that editing takes time. So instead of the normal monetization, your money essentially pays for the time it takes for us to edit and whatnot. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So there's a couple different things that
because no one's paying us. You know what I mean? We don't have a paycheck from a boss or something like that. So we have to find our own ways to make money, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So here's a couple thoughts. So The first one is that we're going to have different tiers and different levels, and we're going to have actually a full video coming out about this, of what this experience is, because there's going to be different levels that are that feature different benefits. So one of the benefits and the ones above it is some extra bonus content. So this is not replacing in any way the usual content.
No, it will not affect the normal content.
Our goal is still to do daily videos. This is you only benefit if you join the Patreon, but if you
won't
don't,
hurt you if you don't.
If you don't, then your normal Coaster Studios experience will not be affected. But if you want to see some of our reactions, potentially months before we actually get to post the video.
Yeah, like we're talking like after we ride DC Rivals, we're gonna like film a video right then and there and try to turn it over on Patreon within 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
Whereas other people, like, you know, normally will wait for Coastin' Down Under to...
Yeah. So,
Down Under, I gotta say it like
so
that.
Actually, we sort of tested this out last October. So if you guys remember, recently we just put up the Linnamaki video. Well, we went to Linnamaki in October.
Yep.
So the day after we rode Taiga, we released a video of us after our first ride, where it was like, look, here's our reactions and some thoughts, and it was like a couple minutes long. We put that up as its own thing. So now our thought is that we will move those to Patreon, because we've only done one of them, so we're gonna make
kind of like
that
a
Patreon
test
thing.
and we only want like the really high quality stuff like out on the channel, and then like some of like the quicker, rougher edits and things like that will be.
There'll still be some cool stuff. I mean,
They're gonna be faster to turn over, if that makes sense.
Yes, but we have some ideas for different things that we cover. So we mentioned earlier that we rode Splash Mountain for our last time. That was actually something that we weren't even planning on filming, but we decided to make that our first video that is going to be a Patreon exclusive, is our last ride on Splash Mountain.
Yeah, it's out there, but there's like nothing on it yet, so.
Yeah, so.
So stay tuned.
So we have some, I feel like some pretty fun ideas.
Here, let's pause right now because we're getting really behind on these, and then we'll go right back to explaining. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I just don't want to miss any.
Yeah, I'm also curious what your guys' feedback is, because also if you guys have any, we're open to ideas because we're also new to this, so we're open to trying to make this a better experience so people actually want to join and like stuff like that. So
it's you know, at the bottom line, like yes, it's to help that way we can, you know, show more of what we do and, you know, like compensate for editing time and whatnot, but it's mainly for you guys because so many people have said that they would like other outlets to connect.
We're trying to do more.
We'll get more into it later because there's more than just like the video aspect, but
yeah, we have ideas.
We'll get there in Ted Mosby fashion. I'll tell you later.
Another How I Met Your Mother.
Juniper donated $5 to one of your top 25s or 50s. Yeah, right, 50.
No top
coming out.
50s.
I could never coming out for this year. I can't wait to see the divergences between you two and where Nitro falls on Sarah's list.
If Nitro doesn't make the top 25,
I feel like you guys are gonna actually cancel me if I don't.
That would be hilarious.
I'm personally waiting until after Australia.
Yeah, same.
And then,
because we're leaving actually for Australia relatively soon, so actually it's not that big of a deal to wait till after. But the biggest reason for that is because we want to wait for
maybe DC Rivals.
If DC Rivals makes it, man, that's a pretty cool way to have it. But another reason that I was holding off on doing my top 25 is that I prefer to have a review out for each of the roller coasters that are on the list before posting, so people who see the video can refer back to those reviews if they want to learn more about a specific ride. And there's still a couple more roller coasters from Europe that need to get a review done, but we're getting there, you know. What?
You're saying a lot.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're building. You have an excuse.
I was gonna say I'm multitasking.
Yes. Inversion Central donated $1. Thank you very much. RCT3 donated $5. Said going to Disney World, Busch Gardens, and Universal for the Tron opening early April. Good luck.
Ooh.
Any chance I run into you? Probably.
Well, it depends on how they do the Tron opening.
Yeah, I say good luck because they're probably gonna do boarding groups, and it's gonna be a freaking nightmare.
Yeah, and if they do a staggered opening, and they don't have like a opening day, then it'll limit who can go and stuff like that. So I know like when Tron is officially open to the public is actually when we're blocked out. So we're going to have to rely on past previews, which we're assuming is going to happen. They did for Guardians.
They will. They always do, but it's like they're usually pretty limited.
That would suck if we couldn't ride Guardians, or no, Tron, until after we're unblocked out.
Yup. Matt's future boyfriend, Kevin K, donated $5. Thank you. Jada donated $10 and said, "Hey, Taylor and Sarah, Happy New Year, you guys. I'm doing a huge Texas trip and Cali trip to Northern and Southern California. I'm so
very
excited.
nice.
150 new credits for me.
Whoa!
Nice. Also, I love the Coasting Through Europe series. Thank you. Have so much fun on your trip. That's going to be awesome.
Wow.
I'm excited for you.
That is very, very cool.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You guys write a lot of stuff. I'm trying so hard to catch up. Xander Rides Coasters donated $5. Said, "Love y'all. Been a fan since around 2015 or so. I love all the vlogs, and my favorite videos are the quiz style ones, like with your parents and your sister."
Those are fun.
Well,
those are older ones.
Yeah, we also just filmed trivia.
We did just film a trivia video.
Our
yeah,
rematch. So
there'll be another one. Yeah, but yeah, those are all fun. We love studio videos. Those are good.
Yup. Richard Bloodworth donated $2 and said, "Why should I care about Pescetti Bowl at Six Flags Over Georgia? Because it's a new roller coaster. That's why."
Because you're getting a credit. You're getting 2 credits. Shut up. You're fine.
Juniper donated $20. Thank you so much. And said, "When I first started..." What?
Taylor, it's me, the kid you met at Magic Kingdom on Friday. Hello!
Mom coming in clutch.
Thanks for saying hi.
My mom, like, sometimes will just screenshot stuff that she likes and come in and, like, just send it to us or show it to us. She's the best. She's always looking out for y'all when we miss stuff. When I first started watching you, you had like 10,000 subscribers. You'll have 250 or 300 soon. Was there one video or year you felt changed everything, or was it steady growth?
Ooh, that's a great question. I definitely feel like it was steady growth. I wouldn't say like one video in particular took off. I mean, there were some videos that definitely like had a lot of views that were, I think, beneficial to channel growth. But overall, I would definitely say that it was a gradual incline. But I really appreciate you following the channel for that long. That is very, very cool. It's awesome.
Someone said, "Get Coaster Studios to 1 million." Hey, we're trying.
Daily
videos, man.
I don't know if that'll ever happen, but
I have faith. I have faith.
Also, look at this. Come on, look how sick that is.
If you don't think that's cool, then you're not a real enthusiast. Just saying.
Again, coupon code Coaster Studios to get 15% off any nano coasters on the Coaster Dynamics website.
Literally, if you buy one, take a picture and like when you build it and send it to us.
You can get your own.
We'll share them. We'll literally share them on the story.
You can get your own Olympia looping, and after this is Dueling Dragons. So.
Okay. Lego Warriors donated $1. Thank you very much. Favorite Tiger. Nice.
Favorite Tiger?
Donated $5. Said, "Do you know that Intamin makes monorails, not just amusement rides?"
Yes.
I did know that, actually.
Yes.
Fun facts. Coaster Cult donated $1. Thank you very much. Kopitar 11 donated $2. Said, "My bad for the Eagles joke." It's fine. I can take a joke. You going to Coaster Crew at Dollywood? Probably.
That would be fun. That would
Probably.
be a lot of fun.
The Amazing Juggaman donated $20. Said, "If the government keeps printing money, do you suppose the hyperinflation will soon turn into giggle inflation?" Anyway, here's $20 since $5 won't go so far anymore.
Oh my gosh.
You're really funny. Thank you.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Cedar Cab donated $10. I just wanted to pop in and say hello. Looking forward to supporting you guys on Patreon. Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it.
Excited to have you on there. We're gonna have like lots of like posts so we can try to be a little more interactive.
Yeah,
we're gonna be a more selective like group of people, whereas like, you know, our videos get like all these comments and it's like we can't respond to everybody, but it'll be a little bit easier to connect with like a more tight-knit group.
If you've noticed, one of the things that we have been doing recently is using the community function a lot more on YouTube, and some of that is for like stuff that was like literally like we're just like trying to get advice for, and so we're probably gonna move things like that to Patreon, where we're like looking for like
we're gonna have like an executive producer like thing where like you're put into. Okay, we'll get there later. I don't want to spoil anything. Anyway, Inversion Central. I can't stop myself. Donated $2. So, what's your favorite song on Cosmic Rewind? That is a great question.
Ooh.
I think it might be Conga.
No.
Conga's so good.
Yes, I never said it was bad.
Or One Way or Another, but I only got that one time. So
One Way or Another is really good.
We've gotten all of them now. You're gonna say September, right?
I do really like September, but I'm also gonna shout out an underrated one, and that's Iran. I think Iran works so good with that ride.
I know.
I loved Iran with that one.
Scion, I think that's how you say that. Will you go donated £5 British pounds, and so will you guys visit the UK after Nemesis retracks or the Nemesis retrack at Alton Towers, and Exodus opens at Thorpe Park.
You know, Exodus looks so cool.
It'll be very cool.
I would love to get there when that opens.
Also, what UK coaster's at the top of Sarah's list? Probably Smiler.
The Smiler, really?
Yeah, I've never done anything quite like that.
Okay.
I'm not
But you're not a Gerstlauer fan.
But I'm also not an inversion fan. That's why I want to try it.
Really?
Yes.
That
why.
is not what I would have expected you to say.
Yes,
Wow.
Yes,
She wants to ride the Smiler.
The reason that I really want to do that one is because it's so different from what I usually like, and people worship that ride. So I'm like, all right, I want to see.
But the Smiler also can get some hate.
Yeah, well.
It has its rough spots, that's for sure.
Also, I've seen so many people asking if we moved. We did not. This is our apartment in Orlando. We've had this apartment for a long time, but we've never had a studio. We just put this in, like, 4 days ago.
This is Studio B. The other studio still exists, but we are in a different location. And so the benefit is that we can do studio-style videos whenever we want. So you may recognize that in the past, we've done a lot of live streams from a couch. And that was a little unprofessional, so now we have this. So the old studio is not gone; it is not leaving. But now we have two. So this is a very similar setup, but there are some fun differences, like the Velocicoaster poster and the Ride to Happiness poster. Also, it's almost done. Look at it. It's so cool.
I want you to look at it. Leo donated $2. So why didn't you visit any UK parks during coasting through Europe? We had to pick and choose.
Yeah, listen, Europe is big.
It's big.
You can't just do everything.
But I would not rule out seeing us in the UK in the somewhat near future. That was the end of that conversation. Black Magic Adventures donated $2. So thank you for inspiring me to start my channel. Oh, yay! Congratulations! That's so cool. Coaster Cult donated Dang it! Why did it just scroll all the way down? I did not want to do that.
That happens. I've missed some super chats because it just like randomly decides to.
Okay, there we go.
Go a different direction.
Coaster Cole donated $2 and said, "What do you think about Mission Ferrari?" It looks very intriguing.
I'm intriguing, but I will not watch a POV of it.
Nope.
I have not seen what that ride does.
I don't like. Ironically, as you know, we both like film POVs. Neither of us really like to watch them.
I will watch POVs if it is something that I don't plan on riding for a long time. Yeah. But if it is something that I know has like some cool tricks and stuff, or something that I will be riding soon, then I will not watch it. So I have not watched a Mission Ferrari POV.
Someone said Olympia pooping. Anyway.
Yes, that is what we're building.
Said, hi, I'll be making a trip in March to Busch Gardens, Tampa, and was wondering if I were to only get one ride on Gwazi due to crowds, should I go front or back? Back.
But they're both...
That shouldn't happen, though. I'm sure you'll be able to get more than one. I'm confident in that. Mr. Fred Shrimp donated $2 said, are you going to Indiana Beach this year? Probably.
I would say so.
Probably. I've never been before, so that'll be cool.
Holy crap.
Someone said, Taylor and Sarah, I'm begging you to make merchandise with your channel logo on it. We are going to be upping the merchandise game in the near future.
But there is merchandise with the channel logo on it, actually. If you go ahead and click the link in the description.
I thought it didn't work anymore.
No, the link in the description works.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to our Redbubble store, you will see a bunch of merchandise with the Coaster Studios logo on it. So I highly recommend you check that out and see if there's something on there you like.
Horizon Thrills donated $5 and what's their most anticipated coaster for Australia?
I think it's pretty obvious.
Definitely.
Well, okay, well here's a not so obvious one. What's your second most anticipated? Ooh. I feel like there's two good options here.
What's yours?
I'm gonna say Leviathan.
It's either that or Steel Taipan with the spinning seat.
The one that I'm most intrigued to try is...
Or Scooby-Doo.
Oh, well that's gonna be freaking good. I would say the one I'm most intrigued to try is actually the Intamin single rail. That one...
Oh god, I forgot about that.
That one will be interesting. But I would say Leviathan is definitely my second most anticipated. I'm really excited for that. Backward seat!
Yes. Theme Parks to the Max donated $2. Thank you very much. And said, love you guys, would love the extra content idea. Well, it's going to be there soon.
Yeah, exactly.
We love you too.
Yeah, we'll have a full video coming forward explaining all of our Patreon ideas and what you guys can expect. I think it's all good things. It's a change that only benefits some people, but it does not negatively affect anyone.
Sorry, just like, okay, I think I'm almost caught up.
Putting the station on.
Coaster Boss donated $5. No! Oh my god, there we go. Not sure. Donated $5 and said, not sure if you remember, but I wrote a letter to you back in August of 2019, and you responded back. It's been a long time, but I'm that same person.
Aw, thank you so much. Thank you so much for writing us. We love it. We love, there is a Coast Studios PO box, in case you guys were not aware, and we love receiving all the fan mail. We do read every letter.
We just got an email saying someone already signed up for Patreon. There's nothing on there yet.
Oh, someone already went on there?
There's nothing there yet.
Oh, yeah, no, don't sign up yet. Wait, how did someone already find that?
Because all you have to do is search Coaster Studios. It's not that hard.
Oh, crap. Guys, it's not live yet.
It's not live yet. I mean, you can join if you want, but just, like, don't get mad if there's not content for a few days.
Yeah, I say, we haven't done anything. We weren't planning on launching it till, like, next week. Anyway.
Welcome.
Anyways.
There's, like, literally, like, one picture of us from earlier today.
Congratulations on being the first one.
Yeah, congrats.
You weren't supposed to see that.
Welcome.
Anyways.
Anyway.
That's okay. Yeah, so, I don't even remember what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. It's alright.
This is actually...
Oh, look at it. So cool.
So, Jordan Freeman donated $5, said, when are you going to ride Blutos for Give Kids the World? You're 2 years late.
Oh, yeah. So...
We know, and yes, all the money went to Give Kids the World. That was the main thing. That was important.
Yes. So,
when we did that, we did not anticipate things getting so out of control busy.
Yeah.
And every time that we come back to Florida, they have that ride closed.
Yeah. It's always down for annual maintenance.
Whenever we get back here.
And then whenever it reopens...
It's hot
We
out.
don't have time to. Well, we also...
it's warm.
Like,
Well, the whole point was that it was supposed to be when it's chilly out.
Yeah.
We might be able to in March.
Yeah.
I think it'll be open in March.
There's a couple different dilemmas that happen. So the first main one is that we did not anticipate being as busy as we are.
And we also didn't anticipate so many people doing it. We were like, oh my gosh, this is like hundreds of rides. We didn't know that it was going to get so popular.
Yeah, so we're still going to do something with Popeyes, but we might have to make some modifications to what we originally said. But
and I hope we can film
the goal is that we can still do something that's pretty cool in it, and no matter what, it'll be entertaining. But I mean, again, the end result is that
Give Kids the World
yes,
got the money.
good. The money was for Give Kids the World, which they did. That was a huge, awesome fundraiser for them. And we
are sorry.
We are very thrilled that they were able to
are.
get as much support. But yes, we are. We do apologize that it was.
We're trying to balance way more than I think we know how to handle.
Yeah,
we're trying.
Yeah,
we really are. We're two humans that, like, I mean, let's be real. Like, Coaster Studios has boomed in the last year. Like, it's record numbers, and we have like sponsors and all this craziness, and
there's a lot.
We're trying to navigate.
There's a lot that we have to balance. Like
I quit my part-time job that I was doing on top of this. Like, there's just no time. You know, like there's just no time.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure it out, and we might be a little in over our heads, but we know that
we're
y'all,
definitely in over.
We know that you guys are very loving and supporting, and are okay with us being imperfect.
I saw a post from El Toro Ryan today. He's like, I work a full-time job and run this channel. I don't know when I am like gonna sleep. I don't have time for anything. I'm like,
yup.
I can relate.
Yep.
I get it.
RCT3 donated $5. Said, any chance Universal builds a small park like Texas in the Pacific Northwest? Actually, yeah,
we were talking about that.
Cool.
I said that if Universal was going to build another park somewhere in the U.S., my top pick, my number one pick, would be for Seattle.
Because there's nothing there as far as roller coasters except for Wild Waves.
Yeah, Wild Waves
and it's rainy there. Indoor would make a lot of sense.
Wild Waves should not be the only park that is in that market. That market is huge. And, like, yeah, it gets rainy there, so make it an indoor park. Like, or a half indoor. It could be outdoor, but have a lot of indoor rides. Like, even that would work.
And they also said, any chance of me making music for the channel and actually getting used? Right now, we're good on music, but...
Yeah, we're pretty good as far as music goes.
Keep us in mind. Oh my gosh. Why does it keep happening? I hate that it keeps going down to the bottom before I can catch up.
Guys, I'm almost done. This is unbelievable.
There we go, okay. F5 Roller, I like it, donated $5, and congratulations on a decade of Coaster Studios. You made a movie, series, and a wonderful fan base. So my question is, where do you see Coaster Studios in 10 years? Hopefully still kicking just as much.
Yeah, I mean, we're not planning on stopping, so that's pretty sweet.
Never.
But it is I hope that it definitely grows in the positive direction, and we see. I think that we both want to see content from places that don't get a lot of coverage that still have cool stuff. Like one of my favorite things about coasting through Europe was that we went to like some of the odd parks. Like a lot of them were mainstream, yeah, but like we went to some places that like, you know, you hear about every once in a while, but like Schwaben Park, great example. I feel like not
that park was amazing.
That park was in the middle of nowhere.
I loved it there.
But it was such a hidden gem. Like that park was so fun, and so I love covering those like niche places. Like another great example was when we went to Costa Rica. We went to Parque Diversiones, which is a park that I don't think I've never seen any videos about that park on any theme park YouTube channel. I'd never seen anything. And so like being able to like do some videos about that park was so cool because that place was awesome. Also, It's done. Look at that. Whee! Olympia looping.
That's so lit.
That turned out so good.
You like it?
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Yes, Olympia looping turned out really good.
Number 900, right?
Yes, exactly. So again, if you want to get your own Olympia looping,
or other ones, they have lots.
coasterdynamics.com. Use the coupon code coasterstudios to get 15% off.
I know I'll be using it. Leo donated $5 and said 2023 will be a huge coaster year for me. I'll be visiting the 4 major Floridian parks, Las Vegas, and Northern California. Do you have any advice? Dang, that's a lot. My advice is actually not related to theme parks at all. Take time to sightsee. Take time to do things outside of the theme parks.
Where's he going?
Florida, Vegas, and Northern California.
Yeah,
Northern
there's
California
a lot of...
is beautiful.
There's a lot of stuff to sightsee there.
Take time to see other stuff, because, I mean, hopefully watching Coasting Europe inspired everybody to, you know, when they do these trips for themselves someday, to sprinkle in some of these other
and some of them are, like, easier than others. Like, you can... Like, San Francisco is directly in between California's Great America and Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Like, you could easily hit that. And, like, Vegas is an easy one because all the parks are on the Strip, so you should be able to, like, plan, like... You could do the coasters in like a pretty short amount of time and then like sightsee the rest of the time, you know? See all the crazy casinos, they're huge.
Kopitar11 donated $2, said patron number 1, Adam from South Carolina. Thank you.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Don't get too excited. It's nothing's on there yet.
Don't expect anything yet. We weren't done. We're not done with it.
Embers donated $5, said when will you be in California and Magic Mountain? Probably next month before we go to...
yeah, early February.
Yes, probably before we head out because we have to go to LA before we go to Australia. Roller coaster stuff, like it, donated $5, said going on a huge Japan trip in May. What should I be most hyped for right now?
Ooh.
It's Edgenica.
Yeah, Edgenica would be good. Dodonpa's closed, unfortunately, so there goes that one. If you get the chance to, if you're going to Nagashima, I mean, Hakuge is by far the star of that show, but getting to ride the world's longest roller coaster is a pretty cool thing to say. Also, Universal Studios Japan. Like, I know everyone talks about Disney Sea, but man, that Universal Park is awesome. It's like I would describe it as like a combination between Islands Adventure and Universal Studios Florida. Like it's a studio park, but it has a lot of that that kind of like personality that you see with Islands. So, but also just like Japan is like an incredible country. So like if you're gonna, again, we're talking sightseeing and stuff, like make sure to see some stuff. There's a lot of really cool stuff near all of those parks that you're going to, you know?
Juniper donated $5 and said, other than top 40s and pop, is there a genre of music either of you have a niche interest in or a band? I love classic rock. I'm a classic rock person. Like, Pink Floyd's honestly my favorite band of all time.
I definitely grew up listening to a lot of classic rock because my dad is a huge Beatles fan, so I listen to that. But I'm a big fan of, like, EDM, so I listen to a lot of that stuff. My choice of EDM is usually kind of more of a poppy EDM, so my go-to is Illenium. I love Illenium. Really good stuff. But there's a lot of great DJs out there. They're a little bit more mainstream, but Chainsmokers are great.
Those are fun to go dance to.
Yeah, they have a lot of fun stuff.
Horizon Thrills donated $2 said, are you going to do the HP BTS tour? Is that Harry Potter behind the scenes? Hershey Park?
HP BTS. So some Harry Potter behind the scenes tour?
Maybe referring because we said something about UK. Yes.
I've if you're referring to the one in London, I've actually done that before.
I have not, and I'm gonna do it.
It was really good. It was fantastic. And if you're going to London, I like Harry Potter, then yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
Theme Parks by Natty donated $8.
Theme Park Daddy?
No,
oh,
Theme Park Natty.
That's what I heard.
No, thankfully it's not Jen again.
I think Jen left.
I'm from remote Australia, and I'm planning a trip to the Gold Coast or parks in February and March.
Really?
Should I be able to catch you? Depending on when you go. Probably.
Yeah, we're in the Gold Coast. I want to say like the middle of the month.
Yes.
Something like that.
So depending on when you go.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
Very cool.
We should use that as a segue. We should tell people what we're doing in Australia.
We still have plenty to catch up on.
Really?
Then we can, yes.
Dang it!
You guys are so generous. We can't keep up. Thank you. Theme Parks for the Max donated $2. Said, I'm becoming straddle level. Oh my gosh.
Straddle. Stop.
There's nothing even there yet.
Stop.
We're not ready.
Stop subscribing to Patreon.
Oh my god, guys, chill.
We haven't started it yet. We'll have a video out probably like early next week or something about it. We haven't even filmed it yet. We're getting
Literally. Brian, I'm literally going to Venmo your money back to you.
Did Brian donate?
Yes. He
Why?
donated $5. Said sightlines on that Olympus looper cutout are awful. You can't see it from Jersey Devil.
Oh my gosh.
You're so dumb. I love you so much.
I
miss you
have been
already.
living for these sightline memes that
The
people have
sightline
been
memes
making.
are amazing.
Because it was literally, all it started was from like, someone posted, it
Wait,
wasn't.
is this a meme?
Well, it's like everyone just kind of, I don't know, it's just everyone kind of going crazy about it.
Is it on Twitter?
A lot of it is, but I've
See,
seen.
that's why I don't know.
But
I
I've seen
quit
it all over. But no, so what happened was that someone posted a picture of, because the Super Nintendo World is on the lower lot, and so there's some buildings that are towering above, and so they're like, how are you guys okay with seeing these from Super Nintendo? And then like it just like set people off, because like it's Universal Hollywood. The whole park is on a hill. There's kind of not a way to avoid it. Like anyone who like is driving to Universal Hollywood can just see the Hogwarts Castle right there. And like when you're in some of these places, like it's kind of unavoidable. So like get over it.
You're right.
What?
I said yes, you're right.
Yeah.
CJ donated $5. Said, been watching for like 10 years now. Remember Baby Voice Taylor with all the park battles and
Oh
stuff.
my gosh.
Love everything you guys do for this community.
Well, thank you so much for following the channel for that long.
I love those videos.
I do not.
I know we talked about this last time, but I want to do videos. I'm going to just do them on my own because we have the studio here of me reacting to old Coaster Studios videos, like early ones.
Dude, some of those old videos, like, sheesh. Yeah.
Raids donated $2 and said, I used this $2 to fund Sarah's trip to Silver Dollar City. I will think of you when I go there eventually.
It'll be this year.
Like that $2 is going towards cinnamon bread.
Listen, once Zambezi Zinger is cinnamon bread. Their cinnamon bread is so good because they have icing options on it.
All right, let's focus. Dan Rar BC donated $2. Said, all I saw was Coaster Cruise. I'm intrigued.
Coaster Cruise. What?
On the Patreon.
Oh yeah! Stop spoiling our second announcement. We should have done the other announcement first.
I know. Okay, we're almost caught up. Just don't answer the questions for too long. That's why we keep getting behind.
Because I'm trying to give them what they want. They paid for it.
I know. Yeah, but the last one was Bright, and I'm gonna send him his money back anyway.
All right.
Fury325 fanboy said it was so sick meeting you guys at Carowinds.
Great to meet you too.
Great to meet you too. Aren't we all Fury325 fanboys on the inside?
Did we meet him at Fury325, or was it at Copyright Strike? Because that would be a little deceiving then.
It would be. Jimmy Mack donated $10 and said, keep up the great work and don't stop giggling, Sarah. Figment says hi, Taylor.
Figment does not say hi.
I am literally Giggles. That's me. You can call me that from now on.
Giggles?
Giggles.
I'm not calling you Giggles.
Alright. Oh my gosh. Horizon Thrills donated $2 said it was Hershey Park behind the scenes.
Park behind the scenes.
We did do a Hershey Park behind the scenes tour one time. It's very cool.
Yeah, we went into their maintenance bay. Yeah, we got to
That's how we found out that the cable was not the issue on Skyrush when it closed.
Yeah, we got to see some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
When Wildcats Revenge opens, I want to like find a way to do go on like the back side of that roller coaster and get some like really cool footage of that.
Brian Devine donated $7 Canadian. Said, hi, when do you guys think we'll be back to Canada's Wonderland? Probably not this year, but maybe next.
Yeah, so Canada's Wonderland hasn't really added anything that's like
yeah, well, I've
super
never gone and I want
intriguing.
to do it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm also saying like from an attraction standpoint, like when I went,
they're all new to me.
It's been 4 years since I went. They haven't really done anything that like is kind of interesting. Although I guess they are technically
probably next year
adding a new roller coaster this year, but it's a family coaster.
So what?
Yeah. Credit's a credit.
Juniper donated $5, said, what is your go-to pastime on a long flight or train ride, which you have to do often? Good luck for the 14 to 15 hours to Australia from LAX. Actually, the flight is going to be broken up.
Yeah.
We're stopping in Hawaii along the way, and that's probably one of the things that you will see on the Patreon. We're doing a Jurassic Park tour,
Yeah.
which is...
It's not a theme park.
It's not theme parks, but...
Jurassic World is a theme park.
Correct. And that is why we're going to throw it in there. We're going to do a little video about the tour, so I'm really excited.
Yeah,
so that'll break up the flight. We actually use our... This is going to sound really sad, but we use our time on the flights to keep working.
Yeah.
We pretty much sit there and edit for however long the flight is. Unless we
Or
need to
sleep if we need to sleep.
But yeah, we're pretty much doing that the whole time.
Yeah. Every once in a while we'll put on a movie if they have like in-flight movies. I've definitely watched a couple on planes.
Yeah.
That's like if I'm like feeling like extra like I need to
relax,
chill out and relax.
That Coaster Kid donated $2. So what do you feel about the Fiesta Village revamp? Oh, where is that?
Is that for nuts?
Yes.
That
sounds
I think
very
it's gonna
cool.
be great. So what's interesting is I didn't feel like that area really needed a revamp, but then when they announced all the like colors and stuff coming out, I'm like, man, this is gonna look really good. Like they're taking a good area of the park and making it even better. So I am not mad at all.
RCT3 donated $5 and said, literally, I'm an EDM artist.
Ooh.
That's awesome. I even referenced you into my song Roller Coaster. I think I've heard that, actually. I don't know why, but I think I did. I think we're almost caught up. But that's awesome. Fury325 fanboy donated $2. I met you guys at the front entrance in December. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So
Gotcha.
at least you could see Fury, so that still counts.
Counts. T. Mosher donated $10. And when are you guys planning on visiting Adventureland in Altoona, Iowa? Again, we haven't gone yet, actually. Would love to meet you guys while I'm visiting my home park.
been.
Oh, right,
I've been twice, actually.
Okay, I haven't been.
So we want to go to Lost Island, actually, this year. So they're like 2 hours from each other, so at some point, I think our thought is to fly into Des Moines, go to Adventureland, because I believe there's a new roller coaster this year. So yeah, like, we'll go to Adventureland for a day, and then go to Lost Island the next day. So that'll definitely happen this year, because the reason why we didn't do it this year was actually because of the Intamin launch coaster at Lost Island. It didn't open this year. Or it didn't open last year, sorry, my bad. So once it opens, then we'll go.
Jordan Freeman donated $5 and Daddy Pig's roller coaster is the best coaster in the world. Amen.
Yep,
Second only behind Wilde-Hildy.
Oh, but Wilde-Hildy.
Chicken coaster. Riley, I'm not telling you, donated $5, said, do you think GCI will eventually try a full Titan track conversion?
Yes.
Yes. If so, what coaster do you think will get it? Predator keeps getting it.
Predator is probably... Honestly, I could see Predator ending up as full Titan track. Because, like, this is the second batch that they're doing of it. And that ride was just so horribly rough. I could see it eventually just being all Titan track.
Yes. Alex donated $2, said, I was your second patron. Fast and Furious or Figment? Figment.
Fast and Furious.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's pause on questions just for a couple minutes because we have a lot to run through.
Yes.
Okay. So, number one, we launched a little tiny series today. They're like 15-second coaster debates. We hope you liked the first one.
Yeah, we have a bunch of those coming.
Yeah, we literally filmed so many of them. Little secret, we filmed them all at once. We just changed our outfits a lot. Anyway,
we're going to be spacing those out, so they're not going to be daily.
They're probably like every other.
Yeah, I mean, but we like them because we literally just put a bunch of roller coasters in a jar.
I should show you.
Draw them out. Yeah, they're right over here. Should we do an example one? What's fun is that these are reusable. Because,
yeah, so we can just keep going. All right.
So, here.
All right, we've got Hyperion.
Versus Untamed.
Ooh, definitely Hyperion.
Actually, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure we've debated this before.
We did?
I'm fairly certain.
Okay, well, Hyperion's basically a Giga coaster.
Yeah, it is. I would say
Untamed is like middle tier for RMC, and for Intamin, Hyperion's top tier.
Yeah, I'd probably give it to Hyperion, but Untamed has more airtime, which is great. But I would say Hyperion surprised me more.
This is better than, honestly, I think it's better than their actual Giga coasters. Anyway, there's an example. So there'll be a bunch of those, but they'll only be, I think we can't make them longer than 15 seconds. So they'll be on there. So that's one thing. There's one up already if you want to check it out, and there will be like a bazillion more. Number two, we already started talking about the Patreon. So I'm going to just run through a little bit. You guys can give your thoughts. So there's different levels. So there's the launch level. Which is just for people who don't really want additional benefits, but for people who just want to support the channel. It's like $2 a month. Because there are people who do it anyway through here. And if
whenever
you
you guys
are
donating in the super chat,
that's
literally the same thing
Correct.
as this. Because,
this just has benefits to it. So.
Yeah, the main thing that you would get is you would get access to the feed, which is where we'd be like posting questions. Like we mentioned, we're gonna move a lot of our like community posts to Patreon.
Correct.
So like that stuff would be on there.
Then we have the mega tier. That tier is where you start to get the extra videos that are private to just patrons. So those will be like our quicker, more hasty updates when we go to new parks, riding roller coasters.
The day after or the same day that we ride DC Rivals, there will be a video on Patreon.
It'll probably be like a weird hour in the middle of the night or something though, because Australia time, but we'll do it.
Yes, but the idea is that we can get our thoughts out there to people who are excited to hear about them. So this would be probably strictly for new roller coasters that we'd be riding, which I mean is great because you're still not missing out on the content for when the vlogs do eventually come out on YouTube. Again, this is not replacing any of that stuff. And we're still going to do on-ride reactions, like those, like if we have a first ride reaction that's on the ride, that's still going to go up on YouTube.
But this will come out before.
Yes, yeah, that's the whole idea behind it.
Yeah, exactly. And just like miscellaneous us content.
Yeah, because sometimes our on-ride, like our first ride reactions, sometimes if it's a big trip, typically they come out a lot later. If it's something that's new, like I don't know, when Pipeline opens or Airy Force, like we'll probably get our first ride reaction up like fairly quickly. So in this case, it's just more content for you guys. Yeah,
exactly. The hyper tier, this one is you get all the other stuff. Whatever tier, if you go higher, you get everything at the lower ones too. This one, the additional thing is we're gonna start doing a monthly or weekly? I can't remember. Probably a monthly podcast with the two of us and probably any of our friends we have around. Because a lot of people have been saying they'd love to hear like a podcast style.
It's not going to be a full length like some of these other podcasts.
Yeah, not like a 2 hour long thing, but like we'll talk about what's going on in the industry. Size. Yeah,
think about it like almost like the live streams that we do here, but in
a little more
podcast
polished
form. Yeah, and it'll definitely be more polished. There'll be some editing involved and stuff like that. So
we'll have guests, fun stuff like with our friends. Like we're not gonna
It's not gonna be a full like industry like fully produced like really
a little more casual.
It's gonna be it's still gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time though.
Yes.
But
it'll be exclusive to people on that level.
That's one of the things that we're still working through our ideas about. So,
so stop signing up.
Like that one is still there's still things that we have to figure out.
And then the Giga tier, that one's gonna include all the other stuff, and it's also gonna have a private community chat. So the people in there are going to be considered executive producers on the channel. So an executive producer is a funder of, like if you're a producer on a movie, you probably help fund a movie. So basically you're helping fund trips and making them more elaborate so we can do more things to cover with different content and to get input from you. So if you are one of those people that like really has ideas and you want to get them in there, like this is like a place where you can go and, like kind of give, I guess, advice and your thoughts and
because the fact is that like
and a way to just chat with us more one-on-one.
The fact is that the videos are getting more elaborate. We're going to crazier places to bring content for like a lot of places that just don't get a lot of coverage, and so this is a way to help make sure that we're able to continue doing that and bring stuff for everyone to enjoy. So
correct. And then
for all intents and purposes, understand that when we go to these parks, we're not just like running around like
we're working our asses
like
off the whole
we're
time.
doing a lot of filming, like we're oftentimes like communicating with the park, seeing what sort of stuff we can like in terms of like shots that we can get and everything. So like there's actually a lot of time that goes into this stuff. So it's not like we're just casually going to a park and riding rides and leaving,
But as an executive producer, your name is going to be featured in the outros.
Yeah, we're redoing the outro. Don't worry, the song is staying.
The song stays.
But the outros, like with Wildfire, it'll probably be a different ride. We're going to restructure everything, and one of those things will be if you are a Giga Patreon subscriber, or higher, then you will get your name featured at the end of every...
Especially a thank you, because, we're taking, you're giving input, like if we want, like, advice.
But it'd be at the end of every video.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. And unless
so basically how you're a producer on a movie, but you're
at least until you unless you unsubscribe, then we take you off.
Probably not right away, but yeah. And then Strat is the highest one. So this one includes all the other stuff, and it also includes virtual meetups. We're hoping that this one stays fairly small, which is why it's expensive.
We want it to be intimate.
Yeah, we want it to be small and intimate.
We know if it was cheaper, then it would be inundated, and then a virtual meetup would be like
chaotic.
All these people, and it's like,
Yeah, so if it gets out of control, then we're probably gonna have to cut it. But the goal is that either right before or right after we do a live stream, we'll meet with like the private group of people and like chit chat. It's basically like a, I don't know, like do a big live stream and then like meet with like the close fam.
Yeah, so the idea is that those would be once a month.
Correct.
So, and again, we're breezing through this stuff. We're gonna have a much more structured video coming soon.
But we wanted you to at least know, and we want to hear if you have any input.
Yeah, because we're all ears to ideas. So, okay, we should probably then talk about the next one, or at least tease the next announcement that is coming, which is actually coming out tomorrow.
Yes. Oh, that one. Yes.
What did we do?
Yes, I already forgot what we did today. I know, I'm so sorry.
So, you probably noticed a while ago, if you've been following along in the chat, we posted it was like a message in the community chat asking what people thought about the idea of doing a big like cruise get together, and we decided to go through with it. It's actually something we've been talking about for a long time, trying to decide how it should work, like where do we go, what do we do, and so we figured out all the logistics, and so we're calling it the Coaster Cruise, and the Coaster Cruise is happening next year, and so tomorrow we will be having a video come out with all of the details about this. Because long story short, you'll be able to go on a cruise with us.
Yes, it's gonna be super duper fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, and yes, it is one of the boats that has the roller coaster on it.
That's the whole point.
That's why it's called the Coaster Cruise, because you can ride a roller coaster on the boat. So,
it's gonna be super duper fun. We're gonna have a video that explains it all in detail, but hopefully some people sign up and come to a cruise with us.
Yeah, we're not gonna go into everything now because there's a lot of information about it, especially if you are not used to cruising, and you know we try to
we had to learn from it.
Yeah, we've done a lot of research about this stuff. So we're trying to be as transparent about everything as possible. So that's why the video is coming out. We're gonna tell you everything you need to know about it.
So please, if you are interested, ask all the questions in the comments tomorrow, and we're gonna
we'll do our best.
That's when we're gonna make sure to try to get back to everybody on that one.
Yeah. So those are probably the big announcements.
Yes.
Both of which are very exciting. We're looking forward to both. Yeah. The last thing we should do before we get back to those is we should outline what we're doing in Australia, because we didn't. Yeah. We've added some stuff that was not mentioned in our specific video that we released. Mm-hmm. So
here, you talk and I will punch.
Yeah, go for it. So I already got most of Ice Dragon punched out. So we're going to start off by flying to Southern California. We're going to be in and out of LA. So the plan right now, this is possibly still subject to change, but the plan is to go to Knott's Berry Farm while we're there, which if you guys actually remember, when we went to Knott's in October, Sarah didn't ride most of the rides.
Nope, I got hurt on X2 and I got stuck like this and I could not physically move at all, so I couldn't.
She rode
ride anything.
The very relaxing and tame ride. So like the mine ride.
Yeah, I did ride Ghost Rider once at the end of the night.
At the end of the day,
and it was, I had to let like my pinched nerve like relax a little bit, and
she was like massaging it
like
all day to get it warmed up, because she's like, if I'm riding one ride, it's gonna be Ghost Rider. You actually did do Jaguar. That was actually a fairly tame one.
But it was horribly painful for me. The ride is not painful. I was in pain. So we want to go back to Knott's so I can get kind of a redemption visit. Maybe we'll vlog it now that I can actually have an opinion. Because I don't even think I was like in that video. Because I was just like off to the side, like weeping to myself. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and hopefully we're gonna go check out Super Nintendo.
Yeah. So our goal is to do that before we go to Australia. But
fingers crossed.
If for whatever, like I know things have been crazy with that, so. If for whatever reason that doesn't happen, we will go at the end of the trip. But we would like to go before, because then that means we could put a video about it out sooner.
Universal, please.
So hopefully that works out. So then we mentioned earlier that we're going to Hawaii, so that's going to break up the flights. So we're going to do the Jurassic Park tour. So that will be a Patreon only video, because it's not directly theme park related, but it's still going to be pretty cool.
It doesn't really fit the channel, so that's why it's going to be in its
going to be awesome. So that's why we say the Patreon's going to be great, because it's not replacing any content that we would have posted on Coaster Studios otherwise. Because we go to a lot of parks where we don't film videos. So like if we're having a day where we're like, don't know if we'll film a video today, but we could do one for Patreon, and then it'll still be fun, you know. So so it says which island are we going to? It is Oahu. So we'll be around Honolulu and stuff. So
any Hawaiian enthusiasts out
there?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess probably not.
The Jurassic Park tour is at a place called Kailua Ranch, which they've filmed a ton of movies there. We recently watched. I showed her Kong Skull Island because they filmed a lot of the scenes there, so that she could be walking around the site and be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
But most importantly, Jurassic Park.
Yes, absolutely. So after that, we're gonna fly into Melbourne. So,
or as we say, Melbourne, right?
Melbourne is Melbourne because they're Australian. So, shut up. Anyways, so there we're gonna go to Luna Park, which has the Scenic Railway, which is the second oldest operating roller coaster in the world.
And we still haven't done the oldest.
We still haven't done Leap the Dips. We're doing the one in Australia before we're doing the one in Pennsylvania. Go figure. There is a park that is near Melbourne that unfortunately we are not going to. It is called Goombooya World. And the reason we are not going is because they only operate the roller coasters on the weekends. And the way that it worked out with the flights is we're there on weekdays, because it's like the park is like half zoo, and so they don't have the rides open on the weekdays. They just have the animals open, which kind of stinks because the rides are brand new. Like they just opened up, and they're not going to be open, which is really sad. So we're definitely bummed that we're missing out on that. But there's not really anything that we can do. Like I've literally basically contacted the park and was like, you know, like, because it's like, okay, like, it says on the website, but sometimes randomly stuff happens. It's like, what are the odds that they're open? They're like, nah, they're not gonna be open. So it's like, all right, that's too bad. So we're missing out on that. So then after that, we're gonna go up to the Gold Coast. So we are going to do Warner Brothers Movie World, Dream World, and SeaWorld. So that's gonna be super fun. Really excited about that. And then after that, we're actually going to go up to the Australian Zoo. So that might be something that we do as a Patreon thing, because that could be pretty cool. So the Australian Zoo is the Steve Irwin Zoo. So the Irwin family, the Irwin family owns and operates that zoo, and it's a very, very famous zoo. It's supposed to be really awesome. I'm actually really, really excited to go. But again, it's not a theme park. If they had a roller coaster, then maybe we'd put it on the main channel. But that'll probably go on Patreon. So then after that, we are going to go to Sydney. And at Sydney, we're going to go to Luna Park.
42 P. Sherman, Wallaby Way, Sydney. We're going to go there. If it's real.
I don't think it is. So then we will have ridden Big Dipper, which is the Intamin single row. And then another thing that we're talking about doing is the Blue Mountain National Park is like right there. They have some really cool like hiking trails. There's some overlooks. There's like a what are they called? The things that pull you up to the top.
Like a cable car?
Yes. Well, there is a cable car, but it's like I'm missing the word. I don't remember what it is. What? A pulley?
No.
I mean, I guess, technically. No, it's like there's one in Pittsburgh.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
I can't remember what it's called. Does someone on the chat remember?
Incline?
Incline? No. It's not an incline. It's like a gondola? No, people are saying gondola. You guys are useless. Incline. No one knows what I'm talking about. Tram? It's not really it's kind of a tram. Trolley? Funicular! That's the word. It's a funicular. Thank you. Someone figured it out. Yes. There's a funicular there, and it's like the steepest funicular in the world or something like that. And so I think that could also be potentially something that we cover on Patreon. So because it's like a ride. So after
it's like a ride.
Yeah, it kind of is. After Sydney, we're going to go to New Zealand. So we have a couple places we're going to go in New Zealand. So the first is to Rainbow's End, which is New Zealand's only amusement park. They have, I think, 3 roller coasters, and it's near Auckland.
One of them is Rainbow, always sport and pride.
There you go.
I love it.
And then what we're going to do the same day is they have Sky Tower, which is about the same size as the Stratosphere Hotel in Las Vegas. So like 1,000 feet, something like that. And they have 2 experiences there. There is a sky jump and a sky walk. So one, you like walk out on the outside, you're like leaning over the edge, which is like super scary, or you can like jump off the tower. So we're either gonna do one of them or both of them. They are fairly expensive, so we're gonna take a look. We have we're still looking to see what our options are, but that is something that's very enticing because that could be pretty cool, and that would be something on the main channel. Because that is like that just sounds terrifying. So then after that, we're gonna go to Queenstown. So Queenstown is probably one of the biggest touristy parts of New Zealand, and it's super beautiful. Mountains all around you, huge lake, and there's a lot of really cool thrill experiences there. The big one being Shotover Canyon, which is this absolutely terrifying
it's literally giving me nightmares.
jump. Like, this is something that's actually been on the top of my bucket list for literally years. Like, look up videos if you've never seen Shotover Canyon. This looks so terrifying.
And then join me in having nightmares.
I know. This was a non-negotiable for me. When we said, all right, we're going to New Zealand, I said non-negotiable, we're doing Shotover Canyon. That was an absolute requirement. Oh, I forgot to mention something we're doing before we go to Queenstown.
What?
We have a day planned where we're going to go do the Hobbiton tour, the Hobbit Town.
Oh, yeah.
The set where they film Lord of the Rings. So that's like south of Auckland. So we're going to go there, and then there's also these cool caves that have like these crazy glowworms.
Did we tell you about that, Mom? The glowworm cave?
No, but that sounds fast.
It literally looks like Pandora. Like, okay, we did this cool bioluminescent kayaking experience.
In Orlando.
Like,
kind of still.
It was kind of near Cape Canaveral, where you're like kayaking in the water and it like glows. Well, this is that, but it's like on the ceiling because these worms. There's like thousands of worms on the cave that glow. And they only exist in New Zealand, so we're gonna do it. Megan is roasting you right about Hobbit Town. What do you call it? Hobbiton? Or Hobbit? Whatever. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about.
It clearly matters to Megan.
Listen, Megan. Waitomo Caves. Yeah, someone's talking about that. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
Ask where Rufus is.
Yeah, we're gonna go there.
Rufus, your fans want to see you.
So we're gonna go do that in the same day. And the caves, we're not allowed to film in. But Hobbiton, you can. So I don't know what we'll do there. That might be a Patreon video because it's not a theme park, but it's still like pretty freaking cool. So then we go to Queenstown. We'll do Shotover Canyon, and then they also have like a place where you can do like a cool sky ride. They have this like luge experience. That's kind of like a ride. So maybe we'll do a video about that for the main channel. That could be pretty freaking cool. Because like as much as we like covering roller coasters and theme parks, there's a lot of cool like similar thrill ride experiences that are not at theme parks, you know, some pretty cool stuff. So, like, if we ever went skydiving, that would totally go on the main channel, you know?
Rufus is here to see his fans. He has no idea that hundreds of people are watching him right now. Isn't that crazy? You have anything to say?
Surprisingly, no.
Is this the one time you're not going to be, like...
People are like, dog. People are just like, Rufus, dog. Rufus, my beloved.
You guys have no idea. This is the best dog in the universe.
Okay, are you all done?
Oh, someone says the steepest funicular is in Switzerland, not Australia. Dang it. All right, well, it's still pretty steep.
Okay, Rufus.
What breed is Rufus? He is an Australian Shepherd.
He's a very special boy.
This is actually the calmest he's ever been. Why are you putting on a show for everybody? Oh, there we go.
And he's gone.
He's gone. Bye-bye.
Anyways, we're pretty excited for New Zealand. That's going to be awesome. And then following that, we are going to go actually to Tahiti on our way back to LA. That's our layover.
It's a layover
stop
there. But we made it since there was going to be a someone said Rufus made his own channel. True. What was I saying?
Because one of the options that we were looking at from New Zealand
Yes.
had a layover in Tahiti anyway, so we're like, well, let's just make it a day layover. So we're going to go check that out. That's French Polynesia, so it's going to look like the Polynesian at Disney World, which is going to be pretty freaking cool.
But, like, way nicer.
Yeah, and then we'll come back. We'll have LA, so we could potentially, if we don't go to Nintendo beforehand, we could go to that after, or afterwards, and then we could go to, like, Magic Mountain or something, and then we'll come back. So.
And then we sleep.
Yes, so that is going to be pretty freaking cool. It's going to be an awesome trip. and
I'm gonna be so cranky by the end.
a lot of really great
I'm gonna
content.
smile for the videos though, but by the end I'm gonna be like,
Satellite
I need
Thrills says
sleep.
Ahsoka is greater than Rufus.
You watch your tongue, sir. Don't ever say that kind of blasphemy around me.
So it says, excellent jet lag management. Yes, we are trying to minimize the jet lag by hitting stops along the way.
It'll be weird though, because when we jump like from I think Hawaii to Australia, like it's only gonna feel like it's only gonna have like a 3-hour time difference, but it's gonna be like a whole day, if that makes sense.
so
It's like
weird.
a 21-hour time difference, so it's like I don't know, it's really weird.
Yeah, it's very, very bizarre. But it's going to be a really, really crazy trip. A lot of really cool stuff coming out. I'm really excited for it. I feel like some of the stuff just doesn't get a ton of coverage, at least from the coaster world. I mean, maybe like, I know there's Australian enthusiasts that probably have their own thing, but like, at least as far as the European channels and the American channels, Australia definitely gets left out.
You say as Sean and Charlotte are literally there.
Literally, Theme Park Worldwide is there right now. But for the record, I don't know how long they were planning their trip, but we did not plan this trip because they were planning a trip.
Actually, this is really funny.
They were completely independent of each other.
If you follow me on Instagram, I posted something saying that we were going to make our announcement about where we were going on January 1st. And we had to backpedal because we saw that they were making an announcement on the 31st.
And we're like, they're totally
And we're like,
going to
oh, it's
Australia.
totally with Australia, so we didn't want it to be like the next day that we announced the same thing. That's why we pushed it back 10 days.
We didn't want to step on their toes. Like, they're having a great trip right now.
Yeah,
and,
let them have their
like,
moment, and we'll have our moment, a week later.
Yeah, so that was why we decided to. But yeah, if anyone was wondering, no, we did not decide to go to Australia because they were going. We started talking about it in maybe October, and then we actually booked stuff in November.
We were literally sitting around in a mall in Utah.
Yeah, we were at a mall. We were about to watch a movie. What movie? We were seeing The Menu. The Menu with Ralph Fiennes.
You know what was on the menu?
And Anya Taylor-Joy. Murder.
Australia. Oh, okay.
That's awkward.
Oh, Mom's yelling at us. We have super chats.
What? Oh, we do have super chats. Yeah. Let's go back and.
Okay, as far as we can go. Luke
That's
donated
about as far as we
$5
can
and
go.
said,
Yes, sir.
how's it going? It's going great. Thank you. I like your little gift guy. He's cute. Christian Seidel said, donated $5. Thank you very much. And said, are you going to try the Brazil theme parks like Hopi Hari?
Actually, hopefully one day. Yeah, I would actually really like to go because I believe that's where King's Dominion's old Schwarzkopf is.
What?
Yeah, it's called Superman, and it used to be known as King Cobra. It was like one of the original rides that was at King's Dominion back in the day, and then they closed it, and it's now in Brazil, still operating. I would love to ride a ride that used to be at King's Dominion. That would be so cool.
Why did you just sound so weird right there?
Why do you sound so weird right there?
All right, you read the next one.
Go kangaroo?
To go kangaroo what?
Kangaroo what? Kangaroo boxing? Kangaroo hunting? Biting?
Fighting.
Fighting.
Oh, like boxing then? I mean,
I'm not going to go box a kangaroo. I would lose.
yeah, you would.
But no matter what, we will find a way to incorporate a kangaroo into the Coast Studios videos. There will be a kangaroo in there. Definitely.
If not, we'll just go to Busch Gardens, Tampa, and film the ones there.
That would be funny. Connor donated $2, says, have you ever seen Tommy's The Room?
Is that a movie?
It is a movie. I've heard of it, though. No, I have not seen it.
Add it to the watch list.
Chase donated $10, says, hey guys, I love the content, been watching for a while. Glad to see a few years ago you visited Canopy Lake, my home park in New Hampshire. Any tips for college students who want to get to more parks? So, that's a great question. Yeah, first of all, Canopy Lake is a ton of fun. That was a really cute, charming park. But for tips for college students who want to get to parks, so I was in a unique situation where
I feel like I should answer because you were in a unique situation.
Yeah, I
You were
was
self-employed during college.
Yes, I was self-employed during college, so I didn't have to work around like a work schedule. I did have to work around classes, so I did parks on the weekends. But also the other thing that was a bit more unique was that I only had one park within a reasonable distance from me, and that was Lagoon. 8 hours away was the next closest one. Well, I guess Adventure Dome was closer. That was probably 5. But you go to the east, and that is Denver. So we had Glenwood Caverns and Ilitch Gardens
which was a weekend trip. But I would say most of the time when I did parks on the weekends in college, I flew. My go-to was usually Southern California, so I did a bunch of the parks there. But you were in a bit more reasonable location.
Yeah, I was, so I did 2 years in Miami, which I managed to do, like, Disney and, like, Universal and stuff like that.
But that's still like a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, well, we went, like, during, like, spring break.
Yeah. I was at least an hour away from Lagoon. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but Miami was definitely far. And then I was in D.C., or that area. I was at University of Maryland for the last 2 years. So I did a good amount of traveling in college, despite being a full-time student, a TA. I worked in a lab, so I was a lab assistant, and on top of that, I worked at a restaurant. Working in a restaurant was actually probably the main reason I was able to travel, because it allowed for a lot of flexibility. If you gave, like, a reasonable amount of time for them to, like, get you covered by somebody else, like, it was usually pretty easy to travel. And serving jobs, as long as you're, like, a decent place, like, they make a lot of money. So that's a great job to have if you want to travel while you're in college, because it's flexible and you make good money, unless you work somewhere that's, like, got a lot of really, like, stingy customers. But usually, you know, I worked at a place during college that didn't require any experience, and the money was great, so you never know.
I actually have a pretty funny story as far as going to theme parks in college. Brought back a memory. So one time, so it was I wanted to go to IAPA for my first time, and it would have meant missing a week of classes, and so but I knew when it was gonna be, and so it was like the first week of this, like, new semester, and the professor says if you miss one class, then you drop a letter grade. And so if you miss 2 classes, suddenly you go from an A to a C. And I'm like, uh-oh, because this was like a Tuesday, Thursday class, so I could have been an amazing student. And if I went to IAPA for a week, then I would miss 2 classes, and then I would now be a C student. And so I went and I, like, came to her and I was like, listen, there's this thing I really want to go to. Is there any way we can make an exception? Like, I'm telling you, like, literally, like, months in advance. And she's like, sorry, no exceptions. And I was really sad. And then it was like the following class, I kid you not, the subject of the class was why networking is so important. And I'm like, you can't make this stuff up. And so I go up to her and I'm like, so if networking is so important, can I go to IAPA? But it means missing 2 of your class periods. And she's like, I see what you did there. All right, I'll allow it. And I was like, thank you. And everything was great. I got an A in that class. It was a fun class. But that question reminded me of that. So, manage your time well. If you're going to miss some class, make sure that you make it up. Like, I remember one time missing a class because I had to fly out on a Friday, so I missed my Friday class. I remember doing, like, my homework at the airport or on the plane. As I was going to ride roller coasters.
Connor Thornton donated $5, said, when will Moto Desperado be released? It is the finest coaster in the U.S. from what I've heard.
Desperado?
I'm assuming you mean Nano Coaster.
Desperado? It was terrible.
It was terrible. I don't know.
You're terrible.
I don't know. We can try to make suggestions, but we don't control
we don't have
dynamics.
that much sway.
We don't.
We're
a
just
lot
glad.
a lot of parks do sell Nano Coasters. Like, I don't know that you can buy, like, Jersey Devil and stuff on their website, but you can buy them in the parks.
Yeah, that's
the
what's
coupon
great.
code does not work on the parks.
No, the coupon
sorry.
code is great for stuff that is on the Coaster Dynamics website. So that's why we're working on Dueling Dragons and Olympia Looping, because both of those are on the website. Again, if you want 15% off any of your purchases from Coaster Dynamics, use the coupon code Coaster Studios in all caps, no space. And that's 15% off.
Jordan Freeman donated $10. Said Scenic World Scenic Railway uses a winch system and no counterbalancing carriage, which therefore classifies it as an inclined lift and not a finish.
Oh, so it's an incline. So when people are saying it's an incline, they were right.
Oh, you were right. Oh, God, we're sorry.
Oh, that's awkward. All right, so...
We're stupid.
All right, guys, listen, we know roller coaster stuff, but inclines and funiculars, that's where everything gets confusing.
Ethan Ellis donated $10. Said, I had a feeling before the announcement that y'all were going to go to Australia, but I'm surprised you didn't go with Sean and Charlotte. Yeah, that would have been funny, but we didn't coordinate with them. That was like a sheer coincidence.
Again, we were planning these completely separate. We had no idea that they were going to go to Australia, and so when they announced they were going, like, part of us were like, oh, I wonder if they're going to overlap with us. And then they were like, we're going in January and we're going in February. So we knew that we weren't going to overlap.
Mom.
It was too late to change.
Someone said, Mom, what is your favorite coaster? I love how everyone's just calling you Mom.
Oh, I already answered that.
It was Guardians?
Guardians.
Yeah, Mom's favorite coaster is Guardians.
Of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind.
Yes. Do you have a favorite song on there?
She likes Blondie.
It's Blondie, right?
Song.
The Blondie song, yes.
One way
or another.
So fun.
I'm gonna find you.
Oh,
I'm gonna get you.
I just cut myself. That's one thing you got to be worried about when you work on these. It is easy to cut yourself. I cut myself so many times working on
Ooh,
the Volcano Nano Coaster.
take all these little metal scraps.
Yeah, because it's
Stabbing me.
metal. Yeah, you get stabbed. So I just stabbed my finger, drew blood.
Jordan Freeman donated $2, said trains are my specialty. I see that. That's very
You don't
impressive.
say. Hey, everyone has their thing. I get it. That's totally cool.
OMG, Mom, they are so slow. It's so true.
We're so slow?
Yeah, I think we answered all these questions like 10 minutes after they were asked.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Listen, guys, we have other stuff to talk about, too.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to everything.
Yes. Didn't realize Sarah was a pop queen. Wow, thank you. Thank you very
Dude,
much.
every time you sing anything, people are like, oh my gosh.
Well, I like to sing.
You got an amazing voice.
Thank you. You're so sweet. I think we're actually caught
Caught
up on
Really?
super chats and everything.
Wow.
Now I think we can actually read regular questions. After some research, we have 2 subscribers to Patreon.
Stop subscribing. We're not done yet. We're still building it.
One of them I think is Alex, but still,
That's funny.
when can I put Sarah on a track of my own? Hit me up. I'll think about it. Someone said Taylor's turn to sing.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely
Sing
not.
the Figment song.
I'd rather die.
Imagination.
I'd kill myself.
Oh my god.
I hate figments.
I know, I can tell. Alright, someone said I'm gonna be at SeaWorld Australia the same time as you.
Really?
Nice! The fake SeaWorld. I did not realize it was not actually SeaWorld. I was talking about that earlier. I thought for sure.
Which
it
is
was
funny because they have a
SeaWorld.
straddle coaster there.
Yeah. That's,
It's
I
like-
think maybe that helps.
It's
throw me
like
off.
Jet Rescue or something.
Someone said, what are your favorite sports teams? I'm an Eagles fan. Oh my gosh, I haven't checked the game in like forever. Frick. This is very important business.
We have a friend on the Cleveland Browns, so I root for the Browns.
Oh my gosh, there's only 6 seconds left. Oh my gosh, Dallas is gonna lose. Oh, that's so good. I gotta call my dad after this. It's funny because I will never ever root for Dallas, but I was perfectly okay if we saw them in the conference championships.
Yeah,
It would have been really, really satisfying.
Unless
They were not. No.
Unless they beat you.
Nope. They were not gonna beat us, so it's fine. Someone said if you donate, or they'll donate $1 billion if you sing Imagination.
No, you won't. Elon Musk is not watching this.
Okay, so you see
Bill
how
Gates.
the chat is very chill now? This is sort of what we're hoping for with Patreon, to have like a small group where we can answer like most questions instead of having like just inundation and like all that stuff.
I
So
think we got everything up here. Sweet. That's
now,
all.
now you can build it.
That's all of the
Oh
individual
my gosh,
pieces.
we need to eat dinner soon. I just realized we've almost been on for 2 hours. No, just kidding. Yeah, almost 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, it's 9:45.
Sheesh. Should we try and get this nano done for the live stream, do you
You
think?
try.
Yeah.
If I start to get hangry though, I'm hanging up, guys. I'm
That's,
just saying.
that's fair.
Taylor, do a 3-hour video essay about why you hate Figment. He probably could.
I've actually thought about... No, that's a lie. I haven't. But that'd be funny, doing a video about why Figment sucks. But then, you know what that would mean? Going to ride Figment to get footage. And guess what I'm not about to do? Go ride Figment. Screw that thing.
Well, we're having some friends visit from Europe that have never been
They
to
could ride that
Orlando.
on their own.
Hell no, we're going on with them. We're
Uh-uh.
gonna sing the song at the top of our lungs.
I ain't doing it. Give me the insight.
Imagination.
I literally will die.
Someone said,
Not to
I'm
be...
a Dallas fan. Sucks. Was there like 2 seconds left? Final. Looks like we're seeing San Francisco next week. Any 49ers fans in here who want to talk crap? I'm ready. Someone said, oh, and Nelson. He said hello from Cosmic
Nelson?
Rays.
Nelson, you're watching us live while you're
I'm going to
working?
report you to Disney. Just kidding. I can't wait to come in and get that mac and cheeseburger.
We're gonna
from
give
there.
you a cast compliment and be like, he was supporting us while on the job, and that is fantastic.
Matt just texted and said, "Hi, the cowgirls lost." I love it. Someone
Tell
asked
him
what
that. Tell him that his new boyfriend is.
I will. Yes. That's El Toro. Someone asked what the Woody was. Nano coaster. That's El Toro, and it's beautiful. I think this is one of the best looking nano coasters. I think it's so cool. You can buy that one at Great Adventure. I don't think you can get it on their website. Literally every single comment is just about you singing, and this video essay about Figment.
Really?
Yes. You guys are wild.
Should there be a video essay where it's just me ranting about Figment?
It'd be so funny. Only if I can do videos reacting to old Coaster Studios stuff. Everyone
What
wants
if you
me to do that.
What if you reacted to old stuff on the Patreon? That could be a good way for people to sign up.
Maybe.
Be like, get a
If you wanted to
Sarah-
see me roast Taylor all day.
Sarah. Yeah, it's just like Sarah watching like old Coaster.
I'll make my
videos
own
on
separate
Patreon.
Patreon for that. Just be like, it's just me making fun of Taylor. Sounds like fun.
I feel like you would love editing a video where it's just me just going off on Figment. You think about
I would edit the audio and anytime you say hate, I would change it to love. Like I'd find a
I
clip where
hate Fig. I love Figment.
Yeah, it would sound exactly like that. Noob Pleb. I like the name.
What?
Noob Pleb. Noob.
All right.
Asked what my current credit count is. I have not a clue. I literally have no idea. I've never counted, and I don't even know if I could begin to guesstimate. I probably could, but it would take a lot of work, and it's a lot of hours of sitting and like making a list that would just drive me nuts. But it's several hundred. I know that it's not as many as him. Not even close. I don't hop on the kids' coasters and stuff like
Hey. What you trying to say?
that. Someone clipped that where you said, "I love Figment." Please.
No.
Someone asked if This Is How We Roll is ever going to be anywhere except Vimeo and love our content. Don't know when it's going to be off Vimeo. It's been working really well so far. So
I would say if it ever did come off of Vimeo, then it would be a while. Like, there are not any plans to take it off of Vimeo. So to be honest, I'm not sure what circumstances it would take for the plan to change, to move it to somewhere else like YouTube. So I don't think that will be happening anytime soon. So if you want to see This Is How We Roll, by far the best way to do that is vimeo.com/on-demand/This Is How We Roll.
This is a great comment. Totally off topic, but I'm growing carrots this year. I love that.
I'm growing carrots this year.
My mom is growing peppers out on the porch. Or green beans. Is that what it is? Green beans? Both.
So
You
are
got a
they?
fellow
So
gardener.
they're a carrot farmer.
Yeah, I love that. That's
Here's
awesome.
what we got so far of Dueling Dragons. We got Fire Dragon. Comment below which dragon you liked better if you got the chance to write. Were you a fire or ice kind of person? I was definitely a fire.
Oh my gosh, we got
dragon
another Patreon sign up. Welcome to the club, Dilbertson.
Dilbertson.
All right.
Welcome!
Dilbertson signed up before we even. That's
There's
how big of a
nothing
fan they
there.
are.
There's nothing to see here. Maybe we should have not hit the publish button yet.
As I recall, you're like, I'm gonna hit publish because no one will find this.
I didn't think you would. You guys are. Ugh, I love you. You guys are wild. Someone asked, "Will Taylor get 1,000 credits this year?
Yes.
Total or?"
Yes, I believe so. I'm currently at 940, so I think that it'll be happening this year. It is tough
And
to
then
say.
we'll stop. We'll be done.
It's tough to say where because we don't plan like that far in advance. Like we have ideas of where we want to go this summer, but we don't have dates for anything, and like nothing is booked. So it's you can't really. Here's the thing with credit counting is you can't really plan out milestones because there's always going to be some wrench that's thrown in there. There's always going to be some ride that's closed or something that you have to rearrange some stuff. And so there's not really any use planning for a coaster to be a milestone until you are until there's no way that it won't be, like if you are literally like a couple away and it's like, okay, well, I'm going to this park that it's for sure going to be at. So, I think about when I did number 700. I thought it was going to be Hades 360 at Mount Olympus. Then we went to Mount Olympus, and it was closed. And so it actually ended up being Max Force at Six Flags Great America. But yeah, stuff happens. So
Zane Webb donated $4, said, will coaster parodies ever return?
yeah,
Well,
they-
sometimes. It's
Yeah.
just, I don't think they're going to be as, like,
they're never going to go back to being as frequent as they were when they first started because the production value was just way lower. So they will. There's always going to be, you know, potential like opportunities.
this
but
is incredibly complicated. How are you not losing your mind right now?
I have good.
See, my spatial reasoning skills are just god awful after having so many like head injuries. But this stuff is really hard for me. What? Oh my gosh. Someone asked where Dakota went. He's still out there.
Yeah, he's still alive. Like, he's in, I believe Oregon right now. Yeah, he's still kicking. Yeah, he's doing good. I haven't seen him in person in a number of years now. Actually, I believe the last time I saw him in person was still when we published the video where we took him to Cedar Point. He and I did a Cedar Point day there because we both happened to be in Ohio at the same time, and I was like, dude, let's go. So that was a fun one. He had a good time then. And he got to ride Dragster. He got to do Dragster. That's gone now.
Oh yeah, Dragster. That's a thing. That's definitely a thing. I'm starting to get hangry. Are you almost finished with this?
I still have some stuff to do.
Oh my gosh, can we just post a picture of it later? I need to eat. Can you go to Silver City with Sarah? I've waited years for you.
Yes, it's happening.
Do you know this been like? I feel like the comment section has been so heavy about like ever since I started opening my fat mouth. It's like all the comments are about like Nitro and Silver City. I love it.
Stop starting like a revolution about these.
It's called we have inside jokes with them. Okay,
Yes,
it's
that
a
is-
good thing
That is fair.
because we'll know if like if you meet us in person and you drop a joke about like one of our inside jokes that we always do, then we're like, oh, you're like a real one.
Yeah, a real
You're
one.
a real one. Like yes, like someone literally walked up to us and was like P World Orlando, and I was like, you're a big fan, aren't you? That's a very niche thing.
That was a niche reference.
That is a very niche reference.
You had to be there.
Had to be there. Paolo Henrique donated $20.
Really?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Said we have a few good coasters here in Brazil and beautiful places to visit. Do research about Happy Hari and Beto Carrera World.
Yeah.
Congratulations for the videos. Greetings from Brazil. Oh my gosh, hi.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So,
cool.
I
Hello.
actually have looked into some of the Brazil theme parks and stuff. Brazil's very much a place I want to go. Like, if I could pick any country in South America to go to, Brazil is by far my number one pick. So, I imagine that there will be Brazilian coverage at some point. I can't say when. And honestly, I don't imagine it's going to be, like, super soon. But at some point, absolutely, I would love to go.
Oh, someone said, Taylor, instead of riding Popeye, ride Figment for Gift His World.
Oh,
Can we
that's
swap
worse.
it out where I'll
That's
just
worse.
record Taylor on ride on Figment and post it on the channel? Can that I think that's better.
What, Taylor reacts to Figment? That's a funny idea.
That's such a funny idea.
That's a funny video to have. People watch the bad ride at Disney and watch my first reaction to it. We're like, so you just
Dying.
put it on my face the whole time. It's just me looking grumpy.
Yeah, I'll cut back and forth. It'll be good. I'll film him. We'll probably ride it soon.
Gosh, that's terrible.
Everyone's commenting that they're hungry too. You know you're allowed to go eat, right? Like you can.
You guys, if you're
fact, I
watching on
encourage
a
you.
phone, just pick up your phone and go to the fridge.
Like yeah, just go to your fridge.
What are you guys doing?
Tell me what you're eating so I can dream about it because all I have left is an empty coffee and an empty stomach. Anyway, RCT3 is epic. Donate $2 again. Hello. Said Washington has an ejector death hill, by the way.
Oh, it does. That is true.
Wow.
Yeah, it is the wooden coaster in Washington at the State Fair. The problem is that you can only ride it during a very specific time of year. I'm pretty sure it's in September. I'm pretty sure.
Hi, Alyssa. Sorry.
I think you have to go.
Alyssa jumped in a second.
Yeah, I think you have to ride it in September is when it operates.
Someone asked what Starbucks drink I got. This is a Sarah specialty. It is
Where we're at right now. Looks pretty good.
it is an iced chai with white mocha cold foam on top. It is fire. Try it. Fire. Try it. Let me know what you think.
Fire.
Ooh, someone said they had fajitas. Oh, that sounds so good. What if Mr. Beast did a Last Believe Figment video and invited you? Would you do it?
Dude, if Mr. Beast invited me to do a video, I don't care what it is, I would do it. I'd be stoked.
You know, for the rest of the night, I'm gonna ask you really weird stuff if you would do it.
Like if Mr. Beast invited me. Mr. Beast asked you to jump off a cliff, would you do it?
Yeah?
Probably.
You could jump off a cliff without Mr. Beast.
You're right.
We're literally gonna do it in a couple weeks.
I know. I love Mr. Beast. I would totally do. I'd totally be in one of his videos. That'd be sick.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good burger. You know what?
He did have a good burger.
It was a good burger.
Sarah, as a former barista, I approve of that drink. Thank you. It's really good. Someone asked if Mr. Beast knows who we are. No.
No, Mr. Beast, no, he has no clue. He has
There's no
absolutely
chance.
no idea.
There's absolutely no chance.
They're like, well, you're on YouTube and he's on YouTube, so obviously you must know each other. It's like, oh, not really.
Yeah, not so much.
It doesn't really work that way.
24 hours on Figment challenge. You guys are like...
I would die.
They want to abuse you.
Stop. Leave me alone. Come on, guys.
Dollywood or Carowinds? My parents book hotels in a week and we can only go to one place. Ooh.
I'd say probably Dollywood.
Dollywood's like a better park overall.
Yeah, I'd say Dollywood, but
Carowinds
man,
is scary though.
you can't go wrong with either. Honestly, both are great.
Yeah. Do you guys think you'll ever do a top 25 coasters list? Yes, we're both gonna do updated ones after Australia.
Yep.
Someone asked if we drive or fly between Virginia. It depends. Usually we fly, but every once in a while, our friend Jen, who like drives back and forth between Philadelphia and
she's
down here
crazy.
all the time, we'll hitch a ride with her.
She's insane.
But usually we fly. I feel like now we're just
Spirit.
answering like really.
Listen, guys.
How many people are even left on here? I can't see.
Spirit Flat 260?
Really?
Yeah.
You guys are still listening to this? Okay.
Because they want to see the Dueling Dragons completed, obviously.
Oh, okay.
That's the only reason.
Someone send me food.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if like DoorDash shows up?
Marty said we're all still here. Hey, Marty, we'll see you in New Zealand soon.
Yeah.
Ayo. Bet you didn't expect that.
Yeah, he sees us at Busch Gardens and he's like, if you ever come to New Zealand, and we're like, huh, okay. And then it's like, hey Marty,
It's like when people
we're
have,
going
like-
to New Zealand. And it's like, oh.
It's like when people give you like that empty offer. It's like, oh yeah, if you're ever in insert place here, like,
And it's like-
you
and
got a
you-
place to stay, and you don't think they're really gonna do it, but like we're like, oh hey, we're actually gonna do that this year.
Yeah, people are.
Can we have a sleepover?
It's like, hey, yeah, can we do this? And you're like, huh, yeah, that'll never happen. It's like, oh, it actually happened.
See, if you live in a really obscure place like that, your chances of us like agreeing to stay with you are a lot higher.
Dude, but props to him. New Zealand has one amusement park, and so that dude has to fly to such a far off location to ride like a decent roller coaster.
Yup.
Like Australia, like
I feel for
from
you,
New Zealand
Marty.
is like still a multi-hour flight.
Yup.
And then from there, if you want to go to the US, Europe, like that is so far. So like, man, that's not a great place to be a coaster enthusiast.
No, it's really not. Luke donated $5. Said, "Come back to Six Flags Great America."
Yeah, at some point.
Probably
Yeah.
next year. I don't think we'll be this year.
No, not this year. Yeah.
Someone asked if we've ever been to South Africa. No.
That would be cool. That'd be freaking cool.
Oh my gosh, everything's going by really fast again. Everyone's saying good night.
Good night. We're not leaving.
Have your mom make you food, Sarah.
Who said
Mom.
that?
So Tyler, a coaster enthusiast, said,
Oh,
"Have your mom make you food."
Oh, I thought it was Jackie saying that or something. Like,
No.
Oh, no.
you're
Can I-
fine. We'll be good. It's all good. We're chilling.
I'm getting angry. I'm sorry. I'm so whiny.
Go make some pizza rolls or something.
I already ate them all.
You did? Oh.
Yes, that was my pre-live stream snack.
Really? Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. Oh, apparently only one person said goodnight. Alright, I'm sorry. When will we be in Luna Park, Sydney? I don't know.
You know, the schedule is on my phone, and that's where you. Oh. Anyway, sorry. I was saying my schedule's on my phone, and that's what we're using to live stream right now, so I cannot check. But I know that it is somewhere in the 20s, probably, I think. Let's see. What am I doing next? This one is very intricate. But I'm having a blast with it. This is fun.
Oh, they're super fun to make.
Yeah.
I'm just too hungry. Screw it, I'm getting a snack.
Do it.
You're on your own.
That's fine. Well, I should probably
Entertain the masses.
I should probably take a break from this.
Here, I'll bring you a streaming buddy. No, come back.
He's not gonna be a streaming buddy.
He can be a streaming
He's not gonna sit here. Oh. All right, let me finish putting this piece in, and then I will entertain. All right, that's looking good. Okay, so we are making good progress on this. We still don't have either lift hill or drop, but we have, I think, all three of the big near misses in place. Which I thought you were getting food.
I was bringing you someone to stream with you.
He's not gonna stay.
You might. If you give him something to lick.
Rufus, don't put your paws at the. Do not give the dog coffee.
It's cold foam. He's fine.
I guess that is fine.
It's literally whipped cream.
Here's what we're at. That's looking pretty good, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Okay.
Mom, please take a screenshot.
No. Okay. Hey, buddy. All right. Okay. Let's see. What are we at now?
Let him lick the whipped cream.
Now people are just commenting about the dog. See what you did?
Because he's adorable.
I know. All right. Let's see what we got. Will you get the credit at Crystal Mountain in New Zealand? Oh, is that a mountain coaster? All right. Bye, Rufus. I would say probably not. I actually have no idea where that is. My guess is that
Rufus, want a treat?
it's probably somewhere near Auckland or something, but I don't think so because we only have 2 days in Auckland, and one day is going to be Rainbow's End and that Sky Tower thing, and maybe some sightseeing around the city, and then the other day is going to be Hobbiton and the glowworm thing, because yeah, we have to do that. It looks so weird. Can you post your schedule on Twitter, Facebook after the stream? The best way would honestly be to just send us a message. Like if you're a local and you're trying to go up, yeah, we don't want to post that publicly like everywhere. But if like, you know, if you just like shoot us a message, we'll do our best to get back to you. What do you think Six Flags Great America will add next? I would say probably
Wasn't that your guess?
an Axis. Well, that's definitely a good one. I would say either an Axis or maybe a bit more realistically an RMC Raptor. Probably one of the larger ones, like Jersey Devil. I feel like that would
be
fit.
called Chicago Devil.
Chicago Devil. So they have a plot of land where their splash battle is. That I forget who it was, but someone was saying that you could totally fit like a Jersey Devil style ride there, and I feel like a Raptor would work pretty well at that park. So I feel like that's a bit more realistic because we haven't seen an Axis yet, but I'm sure Six Flags is going to put an Axis somewhere. It seems like, because they just put in roller coasters at Fiesta, and they're putting in another Skyline Piscetti at over Georgia, so, I mean, Great America is coming up. And then Outer Banks Thrills, donate $5, says, have you guys noticed that Taylor is on the first photo of the Jersey Devil on RCDB? Yes, that is true. When you look up Jersey Devil on RCDB, it is a picture of me, which is pretty funny. Let's see what we got here. Thoughts on Primordial. So Primordial is an interesting one because I went to school in Utah, so I watched that thing go from a pile of dirt to getting mostly built, and then I literally graduated and moved out of Utah before that thing had even finished track work. They were working on the thing for so long. So like, I have found it hard to get excited for the thing because that's like Tron level construction right there. Like that's taken a freaking long time.
Hey,
What are you doing?
I wanted to see if anything interesting was happening.
Well, now just the side of your face is move. I'm looking forward to Primordial, but I'm not like stoked out of my mind or anything. I still think it's gonna be a family ride. I am interested in seeing how the inside portion is. I really hope that it is cool and themed, but we will see. Someone says that I'm going on a trip to Japan for my sister's graduation. My parents are allowing me to go to one theme park of my choice. What do you think I should pick? So that's a tough one because,
probably.
well, Fuji Q is great, but I mean, if you can only go to one, like frig, Tokyo Disney Sea is probably the greatest themed park in the world. So, like that, I think it really comes down to what you value. Like, if you're a theming guy,
Did you say the coasters aren't very good?
no, the coasters are.
Amazing.
Yeah, the coasters are not great at Disney Sea at all. They have two, and neither are interesting. But man, the theming is unreal. So like, I have to recommend that park. But Fuji Q has the best roller coasters. Universal Studios Japan is another one that's like, but like again, some of these like you get more south, so it depends on where you're gonna be. Like if you're gonna be in Tokyo, your easiest by far is Disney Sea, followed by Fuji Q, and then if you are drifting further south, I mean, you'll get to like Nagashima and then Universal Studios Japan. So
This is absolutely not for you. I just gave you.
yeah, it just depends. I'd say it depends. But Jordan Freeman donated $5 and says, if you could marathon one coaster for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Ready for snacks.
What do you think? You can marathon one coaster for the rest of your life.
Oof. I would pick if I could get endless song options.
Guardians?
Maybe.
Really?
Because that's the easiest to marathon.
Oh, because it's different every time?
Mm-hmm.
Endless song options. So you're saying like every single cycle is a different song. That's an interesting
How
one.
exciting would that be?
That is definitely an interesting one. See, that's tough because like, are we writing it like every minute of every day, or is it like what are the circumstances surrounding this question? Because then should I not pick something that's really crazy? Because then I'd get really sick of it. I'm tired. I don't know. I feel like this is the whole debate of like.
Someone's like, you guys have been streaming for 2 hours.
That is true.
We've gotten to the point that we're eating.
We're eating on stream.
Yep.
Where's Allison?
I know, right? We should probably wrap this up soon.
I know. I was trying to finish the model.
Well then,
Okay.
you can eat the edamame later.
All right. Almost done. Almost done with the model. Because we made a promise that we would finish both Olympia looping and
We did.
Dueling Dragons, and so
Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, or King's Dominion. I'm going to Virginia to visit my friend. Hey, knock it off. This summer, which I would
Busch
say
Gardens
King's
or
Dominion.
King's Dominion? Definitely King's Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that both parks are great. I mean, you could make an argument that Busch Gardens is prettier, but the thing is that King's Dominion is also really pretty, and they definitely have better roller coasters. So, yeah, I these days I absolutely pick King's Dominion over Busch Gardens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and for those who asked, this is edamame. They're like soybeans in pods. They're really good if you dip them in soy sauce, and they're really good for you. Anyway, Taylor's biased because King's Dominion is his home park.
Well, you asked about King's Dominion and Busch Gardens.
They're both
home parks.
technically his home park.
I actually technically have more bias towards Busch Gardens because I went to Busch Gardens. Here's a fun fact for you. I went to Busch Gardens way more than King's Dominion growing up. Absolutely. So, I didn't really start going to King's Dominion until I was exiting middle school, but like pre 8th grade, I was all Busch Gardens. Yeah. It was because my family, so my parents went to King's Dominion with me when I was young, but it was like Paramount days, and so King's Dominion was like, they were, didn't have the best reputation. King's Dominion got a bad reputation when it was under Paramount, and then when Cedar Fair took over, they spent a lot of time trying to rebuild that reputation, and now I don't even think it's close. Like they just absolutely knocked it out of the park.
Oh, I want to know, what did you guys think of the... If any of you watched the YouTube short today, did you guys like that? Like, are you excited to see more?
I think people are. Rufus, stop barking, please.
Oh, Matt B donated $10 and said, your European series was great. Taylor married that girl. 2 really bad amusement parks in Denver. Have you been to them? For your credits, rumor is the Lich is going to close down and relocate.
Oh yeah. Oh, people have been talking about that for a long time. So I've been to a Lich Gardens twice, and they're really weird.
Did you get it?
Okay. Don't do that again.
I was trying to help.
Oh my gosh. I've been to a Lich Gardens twice. The best ride there is their dark ride, not a roller coaster. But I've tried to go to Lakeside both times, but actually it was closed both times because their operating hours are like terrible. So, I don't know if I'll ever go to Lakeside. Because I imagine next time we go back to Colorado, it probably still won't be open. So, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen there.
Oh, thoughts on the Big Dipper for Wiener Prater?
Oh, I'm excited for that actually. Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to that. That should be really cool.
Greetings from Switzerland. Hello.
Hello,
What time is it there?
Switzerland. Shouldn't
Isn't
you
it like, yeah, shouldn't you be sleeping? Back?
So I really liked the choice of going with a Big Dipper for Wiener Prater because they did not have, in my opinion, a standout roller coaster, and Olympia looping does not count because that's not even there anymore. So I think that is going to be the permanent roller coaster that they needed and is actually like a draw because they could charge for that more than any other roller coaster in that park and get away with it. Because it's going to be like actually good because it's Mach, you know? Like a lot of these rides are... Wiener Prater was a lot of filler. A lot of filler. So...
Thoughts on Two Tatus? I don't know if you watched our ranking our most anticipated 2023 coasters, but that was high.
Yeah, Tutatis was number 3, actually. Only behind Airy Force and Gotham City Escape. So...
I'm very excited.
I think Tutatis looks sick. I am definitely more looking forward to Gotham City Escape, but Tutatis I think is going to be much better themed, and
Yeah, probably.
it looks like, in my opinion, a more complete Pantheon. Like, it's a longer layout. I think the second half looks like... I mean, the second half definitely has a lot more elements. I think it's going to be really, really sick. I'm excited for that. But Gotham City Escape is... If Tutatis is Europe's Pantheon, then Gotham City Escape is Europe's Velocicoaster.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
That's a good way to...
Someone quote me on that.
That's a good way to say it.
Copyright, Taylor Bybee.
So,
20,
with
23.
with the YouTube Shorts, those really can't be longer than 15 seconds. They, like, put a cap on it. Because someone said make them longer, but I don't believe we can.
Well, I think that there's a way, but I think then they'll also... Well, I don't know.
We're still trying to figure them out, but as it stands right now, it says they have to be under 15 seconds. Did either of you see Mr. Beast's Last Leave a Roller Coaster Challenge?
Yeah!
What roller coaster were they on?
It was Mini Mine Train at Six Flags Over Texas.
It's not even hard to stay on.
Well, that's the point. That was the
Put them
point.
on an SLC.
Oh, that wouldn't last very long.
I know.
That was the point. Is I think they were trying to pick something that was like gonna take a really long time.
Someone said if you make a series of those shorts, I would watch them every day.
Actually, I'm pretty sure their Last to Leave challenge, they literally had to end it early because the park closed, and they didn't allow them to stay any longer.
Oh yeah, you can make them 60 seconds in the upper right-hand corner. Well, we already recorded a lot of them. So.
Yeah, we've definitely recorded a lot before we realized that.
Oops.
So, 15 seconds it is. That's okay. They'll be fun. They're good.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're additional content. They're not replacing daily videos. They are...
That we get more than one thing in there.
they are... Yeah.
Oh, I got soy sauce in a cut. Ow!
That sounds incredibly
It really hurts.
painful.
It hurts. Alright, I'm okay. I powered through.
Guys, I'm on the last stretch. This is the last piece of track.
Ooh! Mom's like, I gave up. Thank you for your help, as always.
Okay. Wait for it.
Hello, I'm from Finland and I'm planning a trip to North America. What park should I visit?
Ooh, well, hold on. What part of North America? Because that's a loaded
U.S.,
question.
Canada, and Mexico. Holy crap.
U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Okay.
24-hour live stream? No.
But where in Canada or where in the U.S.? Because like, you say U.S., Canada, and Mexico. That makes me think that it's probably going to be East Coast.
Uh-huh.
If you're East Coast, then and you can only pick a couple parks, I would say do Hershey and Great Adventure. And depending on how west or
And if you could do anything in
south
Orlando.
you want to do, yeah, I mean like,
Um,
because you could. I'm trying to think of stuff that's like within a reasonable driving distance. I mean like, it depends on like what sort of stuff you're trying to hit and what your goals are. Because like you could prioritize Cedar Point, but if that's not exactly right next to like, it's not exactly convenient to get to. There's a lot of places that are a lot easier to get to. They're still great parks. So stations in place. Look at that. All right, almost done. As soon as I'm done with this, then we can get you guys out of here. Who's
as
still?
if they don't have free will to stay or to leave at any time. How many people are watching now?
271.
Really?
How many of you guys have been watching the whole time? I'm gonna guess no one.
Everyone's tuning in and they're like, seriously?
They're like, what are these guys doing?
This girl's eating soybeans while the other one's building like a mini roller coaster.
Yeah, so in case you're just now tuning in, we are building the Dueling Dragons Nano Coaster as part of the a fun promotion we're doing with Coaster Dynamics. These things are awesome. They're miniature roller coasters, and you can get your own for a very good discount using the coupon code that we have pinned in the chat.
I'm going to show a very, very tiny corner of a preview of a project we're working on for Coaster Dynamics. There you go. That's it. That's all you get to see.
That's all you get to see.
But you can get that on Coaster Dynamics.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff on there, including some roller coasters from places all around the world. And so if you use the coupon code Coaster Studios, you can get 15% off, which is an incredible deal. Because I don't recall ever seeing like discounts available
No.
on that site. So we're very grateful that they're giving us the opportunity to provide that to our viewers.
Yay.
What is going on here? I'm trying to thread this.
I'm
It
tired.
is taking longer than it should.
Someone say get a Figment tattoo.
Get a what?
What?
These people are just.
Trey donated $5 to High Coaster Tutors. The coaster community has been getting boring.
The coaster community has been getting boring.
We're here to entertain you. This is the extent of it.
What part of it has been getting boring? Is it Disc Twitter? That the part? Because we don't associate with them.
Community is boring sometimes because they rely on drama for entertainment.
Yeah, it's like if there's no drama, then coaster community is boring.
Then they make it up. Ain't that the truth?
Okay, I finally got that. Excellent. That took forever.
Someone said looks like B&M track.
It is
Correct.
B&M track.
Correct.
Because it is two dueling B&Ms that used to operate at Islands of Adventure and unfortunately are no longer around. But we got a great replacement, so it's okay.
I think I ate all my anemones.
Oh, you saved me some?
No, I ate them all.
I knew it.
There's more, I can make you more.
It's okay.
I just got really excited. Yeah, I ate them all. Oops. Well,
Alright, last piece, besides the sign.
ow!
What?
Got more soy sauce in my cup.
That just sounds like a
I know, it's not nice.
unpleasant experience.
Someone said going to Busch Gardens camping next week. Any tips?
What? We're going to Busch Gardens next week.
Us too. No way. Don't do Gwazi first thing. That's
Yeah.
gonna have the longest line.
Yeah, I would recommend if you go to Park Open, go to Cheetah Hunt first.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cheetah Hunt gets a stupid line for no reason. Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta ride Cheetah Hunt." It's like, go away. that they also dispatches can be a little bit on the slower side there. So I would say knock that out early, and then probably go to Cobra's Curse right after. That's assuming you get there at open.
Someone said, should I get the Chiller Nano Coaster? Yeah, that one looks so cool.
Oh, that one's cool.
That one's so cool. I was actually looking at that one too.
That one's dope.
Yeah, that one's really,
I'd say
really
go
cool.
for it.
Which Busch Gardens are you going to? Tampa.
Yes, we are.
Can Sarah just enjoy Batwing? No.
We haven't been to Busch Gardens Tampa in forever.
Sarah eating is the most entertaining part of the stream. Really? All right.
Why is everyone
Everyone's
obsessed
got their
with you
preferences.
eating food?
I don't know. What is Rufus eating?
Oh, I gave him it.
What'd you give him? I already gave him 2 of his doggy meatballs.
All right,
Oh, now I have
and done. We just built an entire Dueling Dragons and Olympia Looping Nano Coasters on this stream.
Woo.
Boom.
Look at the size. Hold on, put them next to each other.
That's what I was saying. The size difference between these is hilarious.
Okay, the the Olympia Living one is like a good one for like a desk or something because it's.
This is just like this one is probably
a theme.
the best for like a little display because it's like very front and center. This is just very intricate. Look at this. Like you look at it from like all different angles. Man, that is wild. Again, you can get both of these on the Coaster Dynamics website. So, highly recommend because they are awesome and they will now join our collection of all of the other nano coasters that we have, which
There's
is
so many.
which is way too many. But you know what? I don't care. We're gonna continue buying more.
Well, guys, it's been like almost 2.5 hours.
Is it
Definitely,
really?
Yes. We have definitely never streamed for this long before.
Wow.
So, Alex $32 said the nano isn't accurate until you tear it back down. Relax.
That is hilarious.
Relax.
That is so funny. Good stuff.
Seth says eat dinner now. As you wish, Seth.
All right, guys. That's it. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Again, tomorrow we'll be having a video come out explaining our coaster cruise that we are doing next year, and how you can be a part of that. That's gonna be super exciting. And then look for something probably either late this week, early next week about Patreon.
Yes.
We have a lot more information coming soon about that. So, thank you guys.
We love you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
we'll see you probably
as always.
probably the next live stream will be probably after Australia.
Oh my gosh, we'll be all new people next time you see us. Wait, did that pause?
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, Taylor disappeared.